Hello, 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 and welcome to the Cup TV, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I am your girl Lana, your resident evil diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. Her. And as always, I do have my cup mug because, you can't go nowhere without your cup mug. Even when they're not home, you have to take your cup mug. So I did that. And you can get your cup mug at lanagcreations.etsy.com. That link is in the description below. And if you look to the right of the screen, there is a QR code right over there next to David's head. So get your cute, scan it. It'll take you right to the shop. Get your mug. Leave me a cute comment. I'll reply back. And we do ship internationally and domestically, so there are no excuses. Get your cup mug and thank you.
Well, I'm David Healy, and my lips may be big, but my microphone is bigger.
Yes, that was such an iconic response. I loved it.
Yes.
Uh, and hola, I am Eduardo, the Mexican representative of this podcast. I am here to talk shit and get hit. What a fun season. So many ups, so many downs, roller coaster of emotions.
hmm We are here. We are back with our, you know, I think we our annual. I will say the monthly
Yes.
uh, American Idol recap, refield, if you will. Where we are going back through all of the American Idols to talk about the seasons and give our thoughts of what we thought, looking at it through our fresh eyes. So this is where I'm going to stop talking because it's not my show. It's not about me. It's about David. So, David, take it away.
Yes. I am so excited to talk about this season. I told you it was a good one, Eduardo. This is the one
Yes.
that I've been excited to get to. But we have to talk about a few things before we get to our actual top 20 list. I think the place that we should start is talking about the first superstar that season three of American Idol created. It might not be who you're thinking of. Here's a hint: she bangs, she bangs. I go crazy. Yes, William Hung. Eduardo, I know you saw William Hung's audition. You
Yes, of
don't
course.
know how big this was. It was
Don't
No.
know
like
the
one of the
phenomenon.
first, yeah, one of the first viral moments on the internet that I can remember.
Okay.
Everybody was talking
That's
about this
wild.
audition. Hmm.
I mean,
There were remixes. There were so many different versions. He got signed to an independent label. He
Mm-hmm.
had
as he should.
Yes, he had a number one album on the independent music charts on Billboard.
Yep.
He had three albums total. You can still find him on Cameo. William
That's
Hung
wild.
became a superstar.
That
He
is actually
actually,
crazy.
yeah, it was the craziest and wildest. To me, I think this was the first person to like go viral or supernatural with absolutely no talent at all. Like none whatsoever. It was, but he was it was like a lightning bolt in a bottle. Like he just, I don't know what it is. He just captured the hearts of America and the world, honestly. And people just loved him. I was just like, for she bangs, and
Yeah.
cultural phenomenon. It was wild. It was wild.
I don't know if you know this, but he had no professional training.
Wow. Wow, who would have thought?
Who would
I
have
would have
thought?
never guessed.
I thought he spent years in Juilliard.
Yeah, I thought so too.
The
No,
thing, the
what?
thing though is like he wasn't terrible. Like, sure, it wasn't something that it was pleasing to the ears, but he was on key for the most part. There are much worse singers
Oh
that have
yeah,
come across in the auditions than William Hung. But yeah, something about him was special. So, any theories, Eduardo?
yeah. I have no idea. I think there's just some sort of weird charisma that he has that maybe made people latch on to him, or like there's some sort of like endearment towards someone that is genuinely trying so hard, and he just makes you laugh, even if he's failing miserably. Maybe that's it. I have no idea. But a little look behind the curtain. We have a spreadsheet, and when I was looking at the spreadsheet, and David was highlighting for me the auditions that had to watch. When I got to William Hung, I was like, "Oh, okay, this is gonna be a good one." And then She Bangs happened, and I was like, why did they make me watch this? Why? It's funny. I had a good time watching it, but I was very
Mhm.
confused. Uh, but you know what? You know what? I don't regret it. I don't regret it for a second. It was a really fun time. I laughed my ass off. I thought it was hilarious. And, I love to see someone succeed. So shout out to you, William Hung. I
Yeah.
love your last name.
Very true. I did actually notice rewatching this. It felt a little strange to me watching the auditions because frequently people who were immigrants or had an accent, a thick accent, they were the highly featured bad auditions. And it almost had this like xenophobia thing that I didn't think about watching at the time. But I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, they sure do like to laugh at somebody who sings with an accent.
Yeah. Like, haha, look at her. She's from Bulgaria.
Right.
I mean,
Okay.
it's so funny how in 2026 we can go back and think of and watch the same stuff that we watched in 2000 in the 2000s, early 2000s or whatever, and it's like we were young and laughing at this. We were watching it, never thought about it, and then you get older and you're like, huh, that seems wrong.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem right that we did that. We didn't. He shouldn't be talking about how fat somebody is or how much of an accent somebody has or how just we shouldn't do that. So
Yeah.
I really hope this is a lesson. This is something that we will look back in and on these shows now in 2026. We watch 2026 shows. We look back from in 10 years or 15 years and be like, huh, that wasn't right. That
Yeah.
wasn't. We probably shouldn't have laughed at that. That wasn't right. The world can
Exactly.
only get better if we start realizing what we shouldn't we should or should not be laughing at.
Yeah.
Hmm. Agreed. Well, Eduardo, we do always talk about disqualifications that we get every season.
Hmm.
It tends to pop up, and there was one
Yeah.
this season. You might not have even noticed it,
I did
um,
not.
but there was a guy who made the top 32,
Mhm.
but he was disqualified because he went out after he made it to the top 32. He went out celebrating, had a wild night, got a DUI, and got
Damn.
kicked off the show. And he
For a
was one of my
DUI?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He was one of my favorite auditions. I don't know if you'll remember him, but it was in the Best of the Rest episode. There was a guy named Donnie Williams. He sang a song for you.
Oh.
Great voice. Like by far one of my favorite male auditions from this season. So I was very bummed that he didn't move on, but he was replaced with a guy who likes to do the dip. George Huff did not initially make the top 32.
Uh,
So I'm sad that we lost Donnie, but man, I'm so happy we got
Donnie,
George.
you were the sacrifice so that this season could be better.
I think if Donnie, you just this. Thank you for
Thank you for your sacrifice.
drinking and celebrating and driving. So we could get George Huff because man, did we enjoy George Huff this season.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'll go ahead and tell you this. Donnie did come back for season 4. They didn't show him at all. Like you only see him
Damn.
getting cut. Like that's literally the only time you see him is when they're
Oh,
cutting him right before the semifinals. So
that sucks.
yeah, sad news for him. But also, there's a brand new thing on the internet around this time with season 3. You've heard of Survivor Sucks, right? The
I
website.
have.
Okay, yeah. So Survivor Sucks kind of had a spin-off website that started around this season, and it was called Vote for the Worst. It was a group of people who decided they wanted to screw with this show as much as possible So
Oh
they had a
no.
weekly campaign for people to vote for the worst person, and it was a big deal. Like,
This
have you heard of
explains
this,
so
Lana?
much.
Yeah. It does explain a lot. Yeah, so it wouldn't necessarily be the worst singer, but like they would pick reasons that somebody was wild or not right for the show, and they would push for this person to get voted through. Um, can you guess who the very first person that was selected as the vote for the worst pick was? So it
I'm
would have been Group One in the semifinals.
group
Matt.
ones.
Matt. I
Yeah.
Well, he was in Group Two, so it wouldn't have
oh,
been Matt.
okay.
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 Um, I'll just tell you because you won't guess it.
Yeah.
It was a person who was known for having kind of wild facial expressions while she sang. She also had wild fashion choices. So they're like, we're picking
Oh,
her.
Dude,
We picked
oh,
that's-
th-
Jennifer Hudson as our first person for vote for the
I'm
worst.
glad y'all picked her for the worst. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Because thank you. You gave us the best. You gave
Mhm.
us one of the best. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. It didn't work. In fact, once they got to the top 12, their first pick was Leah. She went home.
Hmm.
Then they moved to Matt. He
He
went
went
He
home.
home.
went home.
Mhm.
Then they moved to John Stevens. And this is where
That
people are
makes
like,
so much
wait a
sense.
second. Yeah, people are like, wait, is this actually impacting the votes? Is he being saved by this group of menaces? And
Mhm.
then eventually he went home, and their new pick was Jasmine Trias.
Mhm.
So was there actually an effect with this website?
I think they
Could
had
be.
a little bit, a
It
little bit,
it
a little
it
bit.
sounds like so to me, because the two people that I was like, okay, your time is up. Their time has been up.
I
Uh,
mean, I think they
are
really,
those two?
I think they time like they really had some like okay, yeah, he some people should have went home and they would have. I did not think Leah was the worst, and I
Mm-mm.
didn't think she should have went home
Mm,
as soon as she went home. Like I think she could have lasted a couple of more rounds because I think she
yeah.
was better than three three or four of those people who were in the who still was there. So I don't know if it had an effect on the show, the voting system per se, but I do think it had some like a minimal effect on it. I really
Yeah.
do think it had
Mhm.
something to do with some things.
Yeah, I will say by the time we get to season six, I think season six has the most infamous vote for the worst person. That it's like,
Ooh.
why is this person still here? Like, uh,
Oh
that
no.
was a time there. I'm like, actually, I think they're actually doing something here.
I
Oh
think it
no.
grows throughout
Mhm.
as the season goes on. I think more people are joining that word vote for the worst people. It
Exactly.
makes sense. It makes
Mhm.
sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
Um, I did tell you on our last video that this season
Mhm,
was going to have some incredible, like some of the best performances ever, some showstoppers, but
mhm.
it was going to also have some incredibly frustrating moments. So,
Hmm.
how about we get to the first one? One of the things that
Yes.
I really didn't like about this season was the wild card twist. They
Yeah.
Oh
invited,
my God.
yes, they invited 12 semifinalists back to compete for the four wild card spots. But then we found out at the beginning of the episode, hey, we've been watching you all rehearse all time. We are going to cut you down to 8 people to actually get to sing for the show. So the other four, goodbye. And somebody I was personally, there were quite a few that I was invested in
Mhm,
this episode, but one of my absolute favorites was somebody named Lisa Lushner.
Yep.
I thought she was
mhm.
great. She did Sweet Thing by Mary J. Blige.
Yes.
Great performance. And she got cut. And you cannot tell me that she was worse than some of the people that we heard in
Yeah.
that wild card show. Wild.
Absolutely. It's
Absolutely.
crazy.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. It was a couple of people who I was like, they got cut, and that made no sense to me.
Mark.
When Mark was
More.
one
Yep.
who should have been in that, who should have sang.
Tiara.
Tiara.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I think she. But like, you let that bland white boy, I can't even remember his
Matt
name.
Metzger.
Yeah, what? You let him go through talking about some we see things in you. What? That he bland and he wasn't bringing nothing to the table? Like, what are you talking about? Lisa, Mark, tier.
Yeah.
They should have sang, and they deserve to sing. I personally hated this twist. I thought it was so stupid because
Mhm.
why are you inviting them back if you're not going to let them sing? That doesn't, because what do you mean you watched them in rehearsal? Everybody knows. Don't nobody go full out in rehearsal. You don't give your best while you rehearsal. This is a rehearsal. This is the time you supposed to make it feel your way through and feel what's right, and then show they bam is gonna be more better than what you. That was stupid to me. I forgot that happened until I watched it, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember hating this so much. It was dumb. It was so dumb, and it was unfair.
Yeah. This is one of the most mean-spirited twists I've ever seen on any reality television competition. Like, it's crazy how, like, I cannot imagine, like, your big break gets destroyed, you didn't make it. Then you get a call back and you're like, oh my God, maybe I can try again. Maybe I can actually do this. Maybe I can actually make something of this. And then you get 2 seconds of screen time and they tell you, sorry, we just don't see anything in you. You're getting cut. Hello? I
What?
flew all the way from Hawaii, all the way to here for you to tell me that I'm not going to sing? How dare you? The
How dare
disrespect. It's
I would
just,
have cussed them all out. I would have
I,
cussed them all out.
if I was Lisa, I would be in jail. I would have a criminal record
She
because I would have
stormed off.
assaulted Simon. I would have assaulted someone. And it's just so mean, just straight up so mean. There was no reason to do that. If you didn't want them to be in there, why
You
even call
should
them?
you
It was,
brought them back.
there was, we, I talked to David while I was watching this, and David told me, like, Simon had a weird vendetta against Lisa. So, like,
Yeah,
Yeah, because of her weight.
what? Yeah, because she
yeah.
was curvy. She has a nice
Curvy.
body. Wow, she has a nice juicy ass. Wow, that's awful. Like, hello? Hello?
It's so
Since
ridiculous.
when has that been a bad thing? And like she's not even fat. So hello? And also spoiler, like last season's winner was a big guy. So why are we allowing big guys to compete in the season, but girls are slightly curvier and are not size zero not to compete? I could rant about this for hours. This
Welcome
is
to
just
the world of being a woman. They so
ah,
unfair. It's just the most unfair thing. Like, sure,
oh.
we got people like we got big dudes all the time being successful, and we they put Biggie in their name, and they big Rick Ross, and they da da da, and they big Rube, and they
And the
doing their
velvet
thing,
teddy
and,
bear.
and they are praised. But let a girl have, sorry, God forbid a girl have a little bit of hips and a maybe a little bit of stomach. Maybe she had a child. Maybe she just in health reasons she's a little chunkier and got a little big booty, a little booty behind her. And oh no 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 no, we can't have her represent American Idol. What the freak? Baby, I could go on and on and on about
Yeah.
this.
Well, well, we have other things we can rant about. So,
Ugh, because it drives me crazy.
yeah,
Yeah.
let's talk about what I consider quite possibly the craziest moment in reality TV history. Let's
Okay.
move to the top 7 results show for this season, where
Oh, she
Ryan
never emotionally
Menace,
recovered.
Ryan is such a menace for doing
He's a
this.
menace. He's a troll.
Uh,
Mhm. Yeah,
that was so mean.
The
he
worst type of
separates.
person.
Yeah, he separates on the stage. We have our infamous 3 divas. We have Fantasia, Latoya, and Jennifer Hudson on one side of the stage. And then we have our teens, our Diana, John Stevens, Jasmine. They're on another side of the stage. And he tells George, "You're safe, but please go join the top group." And so obviously everybody's like, "Yeah, go over to the 3 divas. They all killed
Yeah.
it in this episode, in the previous episode." And they're all like, "Come on over here." So he joins them, and Ryan's like, "Hey, I told you to join the top group. This is our bottom group." Mind blown. Like, I can't tell you how shocked I was in this moment.
The way my jaw dropped when this happened, I was flabbergasted. Hello? This, oh, how
Watching,
could this
uh,
happen?
watching that took me right back until when I was watching it live. And I relived that moment and I have all the feels just flooded back to me. I was so shocked. I was like, this is ugly work. This is ugly work because by fair alone, those three girls had one of the best nights
Yep.
anybody could have on American Idol. It was like, what do you mean you're not America's not voting for those three and or four and like those four alone? Like it made no sense. But I remember the stir it caused because everybody was shocked.
Oh yeah.
Everybody was like worried about what happened with the votes. Something must have happened.
Mhm.
Then we had the whole vote gate thing that happened because at the time where Jennifer Hudson is from in Chicago, it was a huge storm that night in Chicago, and a
Oh,
lot of people were not able to vote because the phone
Fifteen
lines
thousand
were
people.
down. Right, were not able to vote. The phone lines were down, and so people were like, "Wait a minute, we couldn't vote. She couldn't get, she didn't get through because her hometown, which is a hometown of millions of people, couldn't vote for her." And so now everybody was mad. Everybody was upset. It's not like American Idol could do anything about it, but I'm
mhm.
like,
Hmm.
it just felt wrong. Even if it was right, even if the voting was, true, it just felt wrong.
Hmm.
It just
Yeah.
felt wrong.
Yeah, I mean, there's other theories. So we talked about the vote for the worst. A lot of people, including myself, kind of blame John Stevens,
Mm,
and I'm sure he's just trying to survive. But I was so furious at this guy.
Yeah.
But of course, there's the voting issue with Chicago. Jennifer has even said her own family couldn't vote. They were
hmm
planning on voting for her. They were prepared, but they couldn't that night. But Elton John came out. He made headlines for this. He came out after this and he said he found this to be incredibly racist. He
Yep.
blamed racism for the reason that these three were in the bottom.
And I agree with him at the
It
time. I
wasn't.
agree with him, and at the time, right now in 2026, I
Mhm.
still agree with Elton John.
Yeah. Like I said this before we started the podcast. They played in my girl Jennifer's face so much. She was like in the bottom 3 or 4 times, and I was incredibly confused. And the only reason why I could actually think about it is just racism. Like she was just the least appealing black lady of them all, so she was the one that got the least votes.
hmm
So that's just racism, and
Yeah.
there's no other explanation because you cannot tell me that she's not a good singer. So why? What's the other reason? Racism or
Mhm.
misogyny, one or the two. But something's going on here. Something smells fishy. There's blood in the water.
Yeah, there is an argument too that um, the three of them, Latoya, Fantasia, Jennifer, might have a similar fan base that was splitting the vote between the three of them. And I know that's a big argument that a lot of people had at the time. I think they have very different voices, each of them, but you could see like somebody might say, yeah, oh, they probably have similar fans. I mean, I
Black
liked all three
fans.
of them.
Oh
Yeah.
Black
yeah,
fans. That's what they look.
yeah.
Look, it all comes back to racism because everybody who are justifying, oh, well, they have a similar fan base. So did Diana DeGarmo and Jasmine Trias and John Steve. Like they have a similar fan
The
base too.
teeny
But
bops. Yeah.
Yeah.
you
Both
didn't
of the Johns
blame
were very similar.
right. You didn't blame any of those votes on, oh, they have the same fan base. No, you were basically saying all black people only votes for these three girls, and so that's the only way because us, we don't vote for them. We voted for those people, and it's just a other thing. And it's like, no, that's not what it is. It's not other fan bases. Just we all black people only voted for them. We voted for what was right and who was
Mhm.
talented and what was
Yeah.
like. If Diana DeGarmo came out there and sang her butt off and was good and better than Fantasia and better than Latoya, we would have voted for her too. Like it's like we know
And she
this is
did
a
have a pretty
talent
good.
show,
She was
huh?
pretty good that night. She sang one voice and it was good, but not as good.
Not
I feel
as
like
good, absolutely
I
not.
feel like DeGarmo was always decent, but she would never got anywhere above any of those three. Like
Yeah,
never had a night where I was like, oh, she's so much. She got the number one spot tonight. It was
yeah,
like,
no.
oh, she's number four, number five, number six. Always in that. But I don't know. I felt Elton John when he said it, and I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
eh.
Yeah. I also have a theory that it would be possible that people were just so confident that they were going to just be okay. That like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, obviously people are gonna vote for Jennifer. Obviously people are gonna vote for Fantasia. Obviously people are gonna vote for Latoya. They're the three best ones. So I'm not gonna
True.
vote for them because they're gonna be safe, and I'm gonna vote for someone that I still like, but is probably gonna struggle. I'm gonna vote for I don't fucking know a Jasmine. I don't know. I don't have no idea. Uh, I, Girl, I don't know, like that, like something like that, and then that's also how it might be possible that we lost Jennifer there
Yep.
because people were just so confident that she would be safe that they were just like, yeah, there's no need. Other people are gonna do it for me.
Mm-hmm.
So
Fair. I
I
wasn't
don't know.
voting back then. I trusted I
Right,
trusted America to vote, but the next season you better believe I was voting a lot.
This
right.
is why you should never trust America to do anything.
Especially when it comes to voting, please.
No, look
It
at the
doesn't
president.
work.
Yeah. But
I
I,
don't
I
trust America to vote.
I always tell people I will never forget where I was when that happened, and I
Mm-hmm.
literally was in such a daze because, spoiler, Jennifer was my favorite at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I was in such a daze that I had to I was in my dorm room. I had to go walk around my campus in a zombie state because I was so shocked. But it's not the only time I remembered where I was when I saw shocking results. I remember a few weeks later, I was
Yes.
I was in the hospital because I was in Tacoma with a group from college and we had a car accident. So I watched the top four results show in the hospital where I saw, to my dismay, once again, Latoya London and Fantasia were the bottom two.
Got Jasmine Trias and Danny Gummo
Yeah.
right there, and
how
you put Fantasia
how
and Latoya in the box.
And Latoya went
how
home.
did
And she
Jasmine
went,
survive that goddamn vote?
I,
Sympathy.
uh,
She cried the night before. I felt
I
really
don't
bad rewatching this.
care.
It was sad because you could tell she was trying to stay strong, and there's just this tear rolling down her face.
I don't care about no tears. We don't. This
If
is
you're
show
not good, you're
business.
not good.
This is
I'm
show
sorry.
business. You can't be crying especially on a TV show. And see, that's what
Like I
I
get it, and I
she,
don't blame her,
I
but
get
like
you,
that would not
man.
have swayed my vote.
But I would have been that literally. I was like, because after that thing, the vote gate that happened in the top seven. Oh, I made sure I was voting every time after that. I was like, oh, I will never skip another vote in my life. But then at fourth, I was just like, what is going on here? Now, something the first time, okay, maybe, but the second, this has got to be rigged. This
Right.
has got to be. I can't wrap my head around how Jasmine beat out Latoya in any possible way. Like, I
Yeah,
don't get it. I
Yep.
I did not get it. I still
like
don't get it. I'm just
the
like this.
showrunners must have told them you need to have at least one white person on the finale. Like that's
I
there's
mean, none
the
of them
only
were.
way.
None of them were. She
But
was
like the
Asian.
she was the whitest.
I mean,
Diana was the
Diana's
whitest.
Latino.
Diana,
Oh, well,
but
Like when it comes to skin tone, you can.
true.
I think Diana
uh,
can is the most white passing one.
True.
So they were like, well, I think we have to get her. I
Yeah.
guess. Like I don't know. There's something yet again. Something fishy. There's blood
Yeah.
in the water.
Well,
I don't like where this is going.
the thing is, the Hawaii vote was a real
yeah,
thing.
it was a real
Yeah,
thing.
Mhm.
obviously.
Yeah, it was a real
Obviously.
thing.
Everybody in Hawaii was so patriotic, I guess, towards Jasmine. I don't know what happened to Camille, but they
There
voted
was a
in
reason. They were
droves
like,
for
they said, you know what,
Whoa.
we're gonna spit. If we gotta pick between Camille and Jasmine, we pick Jasmine.
It's
We pick
pretty
Jasmine.
Jasmine.
I
obvious who's
Like, it
coming
was
here to
like,
pick.
because
Yeah.
I
Oh,
got thoughts on
Lord.
Camille. Jesus, but.
Uh,
We'll get to those.
We'll get to those.
But yeah,
yeah.
all's well that ends well, I guess, because we did get Fantasia as a winner. She's actually a pretty controversial winner. There were a lot of people not.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's way more polarizing than Ruben or Kelly were. Uh,
yeah.
Racism again.
I honestly, you say that, but I really do think it comes down to that too as well. For because the reasons that they did not like her or hating on her were all stupid reasons. She has a child. She's a single mother.
Okay.
Okay, and okay, and they said, oh well, we she's illiterate. She can't read, and that was a big thing that she couldn't read or whatever. And I was like,
Okay.
what do you mean she can't read? And she's like, and Fantasia came out and said, I have a problem with reading. It wasn't her strong suit. She could read, but it wasn't her strong suit. She did drop out of school. She dropped out. She was raising her daughter. So yes, her education wasn't like Ivy League or even finishing high school. She had a problem with reading, but she wasn't illiterate.
Yeah.
She could read. She just
And
had some
also,
issues.
if she was illiterate, that
And
doesn't matter. She knows how to sing really well,
she
and
can
that's
learn
what
the
we're judging
song.
this competition on. So, also, if she were illiterate, how would she have learned all of these songs? She needs to read the lyrics. Hello,
mhm.
people, like, let's
Just
use our
remember.
brains for like five
That's I was
seconds.
like, come on, y'all. Y'all really think if she was illiterate, she could remember all these
Oh,
songs and know the words to these songs? She was sitting up there holding the paper, just like, I'm not reading this, but I just noticed. It doesn't matter because even if she just sat there and memorized and listened to the song over and over and over till she got it, if
it wouldn't
that's
have
her
mattered.
process. That's her process.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This
But
Yeah.
just shocks me, honestly. Like, it's wild. Now knowing that Fantasia is so big, is as big as she
Mhm.
is, having people be like, "Oh, I'm mad that she won American Idol," is crazy.
Mhm. Yeah, a lot of the people that I know that were like, "Oh, I was Team Diana." I'm like, "How old were you when this aired?" I was 8. Okay,
hmm hmm
go revisit the performances and see if
Yeah.
you change your mind.
hmm
But I mean, this season did create some of the biggest superstars from the whole franchise. Specifically, Jennifer Hudson and Fantasia. I'll shout out Alan Richson too because he's a huge movie star right now, huge TV
Shout out to
star.
Gloss.
Um,
hmm
but both Fantasia and Jennifer, I think, are the biggest success stories. They've also had some incredible tribulations since the
hmm
show.
hmm
Um, Jennifer had, I don't know if you've heard about this, she had a lot of her family members murdered
Yep.
by her
Her
former
brother-in-law.
brother-in-law. He murdered her brother, her mother, and then
Her
eventually
sister.
they found her nephew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And her sister?
No, she
No.
she she was alive. Yeah, it was Julia.
Yeah.
You saw
Yeah.
Julia in the episodes
Yeah.
too.
In the episode. Yeah.
Yeah, but huge tragedy for them. But she went on to become an EGOT winner, one of the few that's won an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. She was a Broadway star. She did The Color Purple. She's
Mhm.
not the only one.
Yeah.
um, and she did Dreamgirls, the movie.
Yeah.
She has her own talk show.
Yep.
Jennifer's a superstar. I knew she would be. I loved her from the
hmm
moment I saw her. Um,
Yeah.
and then Fantasia, she also was in The Color Purple. She's probably the most well known Celie from The Color Purple musical. I was so
Yeah.
annoyed when she got that role because I had just seen the original cast. I'm like, no, I want to watch it with Fantasia. Um, she,
Oh.
yeah,
Oh,
Oh, that
damn.
would suck. That would
right.
suck. I would
I
be
would have
so
been
mad if that
so
was the
mad.
case.
Yeah.
I
I
know.
would have been like, I spent so much money and I don't even get to see
Oh, I would have been
Fantasia. How
so
dare
mad.
you?
Exactly.
Damn.
But yeah, she went on to star in the movie version that came out a couple of years ago. I
Yeah.
don't know if you've seen
Mhm.
that. If you haven't, you should. It's good. It's underrated, I think.
It's really good. It's
Um,
really good. It's really good.
she has had her struggles too financially. She's had a rough go. She wrote a book and then a memoir and got sued by her dad for
Mm.
what she said in it. She also um, had a moment where she attempted to take her life
Yeah.
which was really
Mhm.
hard. Like as a huge fan of hers, and it was
Yes.
right around the time her she had an album coming out too, and it was just really hard. But she is recovered and she's doing really well. So I'm very
She has
happy for
found.
their success.
I am too. She has found the Lord. She is definitely doing some things now where she can. She is one of the few artists right now who could go back and forth between Christian and secular music, and everybody accepts it because
Mhm.
she has gone through her struggles. She has come out on the other side. She is, she's like, look, I have done the test, and so now I'm giving my testimony, and she just does it and people love her. And Fantasia, here's the thing with Fantasia. She may not be on the charts and the biggest artist, on the charts or whatever, but let her come to your town. Let her come to your city, and whatever venue she's in, she is going to give the best show you have ever seen in your life. She's
Mhm.
on stage for 2.5 hours and she is singing, and she is singing down. She takes her shoes off and she all over that. She is one of the best performers that's out there today. Like, she will give a concert and folks will go see Fantasia. Just she ain't made a new record in a couple years, but folks still go see her sing Truth Is, and people go see her sing all her old hits, and then she go throw in some covers, and then she go sing some gospel, and it's all good. It's one of the best performances you
I
have
want to
ever
see it.
seen.
I
I
want to
have.
see it.
It's so good to see Fantasia live. It's such a good. It's just a good time. It's like, even it don't have to be in the stadium, or she could just do somebody's festival. Like, she came here and did a festival. Like, she was just outside singing at the thing, and she had the crowd going. It was just good. Fantasia's a good. That's worth the ticket. She is somebody who is worth the ticket, and she will give you a show every single time.
Mhm. Well, this is the part where we get to kind of the sad news here. So there have been a couple of people that we lost from the season, and
Oh.
I have some personal connections to both of them. So the first of them, so I was a big fan of the Mickey Mouse Club when I was young.
Me too. Me too.
And so there, I mean, we have so many like really famous people: Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake, JC, Kerry Russell, all Ryan Gosling. But
Hmm.
there was another person that was in that cast that ended up auditioning for American Idol, and his name is Mark Lynch. Um, yeah, we talked about him earlier and how he was kind of screwed over in that wild card twist.
They screwed him.
But yeah, it was so cool. Like as a fan of he went by Tate on American Idol, but it was so
Mhm.
cool like seeing him on the show. Then, but yeah, he later died. It was related to alcoholism, so way too young, way too young. I think it was
Mhm.
34. Um,
I go ahead.
yeah, I will say he does have kind of a legacy that will come back because his brother will eventually audition for American Idol. I spotted him in the audience during his performance too. I'm like, "There's Mike," so you'll see him at least. But yeah, I really sad to lose Mark.
Mhm.
I feel like stuff like this, when they die young like this, and it has to do with alcohol. I think this show had a part in what shaped this for the rest of his life, because that twist is screwy. That twist was mean.
Mhm.
That twist made no sense. And he was so talented, and he should have been able to have the chance. I think he was so confident in when he first got to the top 32, and he did his first audition, he didn't make it, and he was a little upset. But then when he got that call back, he's like, okay, okay, they did see something in me, and he was ready for that second
Mhm.
chance. And they just snatched it away in such a way that was so mean spirited, so heartbreaking. I think that had I really do. It's a lot. I think a lot of things played up to that part, but I think that it had an impact on his life for him to go to alcohol, for him to start drinking, and if he wasn't drinking already, but to start drinking and to that point of him lose his life. I feel so bad. I totally forgot he passed away until I was doing something on camera and I saw the thing, and I wasn't looking, but I hit the thing and it scrolled through, and that was the first thing I saw. I was like, oh my god, I forgot he did. I
Yeah.
forgot he passed away, and it just made me. I was sad all over again. I really am sad about this.
Yeah. It always sucks when someone so young and so talented leaves us
Ugh.
that soon. Um, yeah, very sad to hear that Mark, like you said, Lana, like it just hit after hit he just had, didn't catch a break from this
Right.
show, so it just it feels mean. It feels very sad, very tragic
And then
to
when you
know
see
that.
so many people from who you worked with, like on your cast of folks, and you watch
Yeah,
these people go on to be super successful, and
Right.
then
and you just stay back.
you just don't. And it's like,
Mhm.
maybe I'm just not good enough. Maybe I don't need to be. It's just, I hate it. I
Yeah,
hate it.
that's very sad.
Um, but yes, there was another person that we lost to, and this one really hit hard for me
Yeah, me
because
too.
um, so I've mentioned that I only watched like an episode here or there of the first couple of seasons. Season three is where I sat down. I decided I'm going to watch from the beginning. I started with episode one, the auditions, and I found my first favorite in episode one of season three. When she came out and did her audition, I was hooked. I didn't mind that she messed up a little bit, but it was Leah LaBelle. Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh.
So she was my favorite until I saw Jennifer's audition, but I really rooted for Leah. I even like after the season, I was on message boards and I was like always the Leah fan. I was the one supporting her no matter what. But in 2018, her and her boyfriend, he was a former NBA player, they were in a vehicular accident. I believe they were both under the influence of alcohol and drugs, and so he was driving and he crashed the car, and so they both lost their lives from this accident. But when I tell you, like Leah is so much more talented than what we even saw. Like what we saw on the show does not scratch the surface. I would watch her YouTube. She has so many YouTube videos of her singing, and she is so talented. She had a lot of of potential. I think she was starting to work with Pharrell around the time that she passed too. So she had so much potential, and it really hurt me to hear about her passing.
Damn, damn, this one hurts. This
Hmm.
one really, really hurts.
31.
Um, 31, also super young, also super young. The same thing applies here. Like seeing people that had so much potential and had so much of their lives in front of them, and seeing them leave, it's always so sad. It's always so sad. And Leah was such a nice girl from what we saw on the show. She had a great voice. She struggled once, but she was still amazing. She was still such a good person. Like that's what it seemed like when I was watching it, and I was rooting for her so hard. So yeah, this is very sad. This is very sad news. I am devastated now.
Mhm.
Oof. Okay. Damn. Yeah. R.I.P. Leah. Damn. You were amazing. You were
Yeah.
such a good artist.
Yeah. I was not happy about this one either. I did like Leah. I wanted to see Leah go so much further because I think she had a really, really good voice. It was her tone was so appealing to my ears. Like it was
Mhm.
nice. She just had a soulful
Yeah.
sound. She was
Mhm.
I felt like her and Lisa were the girls for me. like in the wild card, I was like, oh, and Jennifer in the wild card, I was like, these are my
Those three
girls.
and George were the ones I wanted to move
Right.
on.
I
Well,
was like,
yeah.
these are the ones who I want to go. And then George was, yeah, definitely. I was like, because I feel like she was had such a mature voice for how young she was, and I was like, ooh, just give her some time to cultivate that talent and figure out, because everybody was just figuring it out, and I wanted
Mhm.
the chance for her to figure out where her footing was in this. Ugh, but man, I hate this. I hate it for her, and but I really did enjoy her so much.
Mhm. Yeah, it was a shame for sure.
Mhm.
We are going to move on though to more positive things. We're going to talk about our honorable mentions now.
Yes.
So I will say, so we each submitted our top 25. Between our three lists, we had 40 different performances, which actually isn't that many. That means we had a
Right.
lot of overlap. So we'll get into that. But I do like to start out with an honorable mention from each of us. So this is the highest one that each of us had that didn't make our overall top 20. And I
Okay.
always start with the person who had the lowest of them. And I feel like it's always me. It's always me that has the lowest one. And just to remind everybody, remind everybody each time, but WNTS score, that's What Not to Sing score. It's a website. It's like Rotten Tomatoes, but with American Idol performances. So that score will be kind of the online critic score for each of these performances. But the first honorable mention was on my list at number 11. Lana, it was on your list at number 19, and it did not make Eduardo's list. And that would be Fantasia Barrino, doing
Yeah.
Always on My Mind by Willie Nelson.
I
Lem-
don't like that.
I know. I was really hoping this would make the list because
Yeah.
I love this performance. I think Fantasia's tone when she does this kind of tempo, there's a couple others we'll talk about, but just kind of this like slow, like where she can just milk that tone so much, and it just sounds incredible. And she still kept kind of the country angle to it,
Mm-hmm.
and she honestly could put out a country album and it would be amazing. I would listen to it. I don't even like country, but I would listen to it. This was my favorite of country week. Just so good.
I think she sang it so good, and she kept the essence of it, of the song, country and all of that, but made it Fantasia, and it's the draw out for me, and it was clean. It was so clean. I enjoyed, like, I went back and I listened to this song a lot. Like during that season, after the season, I was like, because I like this song anyway. Like even when Willie Nelson sings it, I like this. I like how he sings it. Even that I don't do country that much. I like how he sings it, and I think it has really just the lyrics of this song just like speaks to me. It's like yes. I really do enjoy it, but she just sang it so good. I can't believe it's honorable mention. It was an 11. She would have been in my top 10, almost to my top 10. I'm gonna have to do this by myself because you
Oh
people
no,
don't know
it
what
was number
Johnson
19
is.
for you, Lana. It was 19 for you. It was 11 for me.
Was it? But
It's
19. But I just
because
loved
there's
it.
so many
It would
good
have still been
performances.
in my top 20. So
Yeah. Yeah. I would like to formally apologize to the people of Fantasia World. No, this is still an incredible performance. Fantasia did an amazing job here. There's just other Fantasia performances that I just like way more. Uh, yeah, I'm just not a huge fan of country, and just any sort of country. I just fail to connect to it most of the time. It's always a tough go at it. I've tried it. It doesn't. Some of it sticks, most of it doesn't. So unfortunately, I just didn't really connect with the song, but I thought Fantasia still did an amazing job with this performance. She's just really good at what she does. She is an incredible performer. It's just that this one is not one that I felt any sort of well, not any sort of connection, but the strongest connection towards. There's just more Fantasia to come. Unfortunately, this is just not one of them.
Right. Okay, well, let's move on to your honorable mention,
Oh,
Eduardo.
wonderful.
So we have Latoya London doing Don't Leave Me This Way by Thelma Houston. So, Eduardo, this was number 10 on your list. Lana,
Yeah.
this was not on your list. And it was not on my list either.
Yeah, sure. I mean, this is another one of where Latoya has so many performances where I kind of get it. Like, there's gonna be one that's for you, that's gonna be one for that's for me. And I just really love this song, and watching Latoya perform this song was just an absolute blast for me. Uh, in a week where I was just not really connecting with a lot of the songs that were going on, and that I was just like expecting more out of the performances a little bit. Latoya performing this one did like work for me. It was the one that really woke me up, the one that gave me something to look out for in the rest of the episode, because it's Latoya. Like, come on, what else do I have to say? It's Latoya. Come on now.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. Like, the fact that this was the last performance she did before she was eliminated is crazy.
It's
Um,
wild.
yeah, because I don't think the disco night was one of the best nights of the season, but yeah,
Mm-mm.
she was definitely one of the best performers. This was a very good performance. I did like it. I think my thing is that when I think about Don't Leave Me This Way, there's a different performance by a different American Idol contestant that you'll see very, very soon.
Well, you
That is just
see,
kind of the standard for me.
that's just not fair.
Yeah,
That's not fair.
yeah. We'll see. We'll see if you like that one more once we get to it. But this was still really, really good.
I mean, it's Latoya. Like,
Mm,
what else do you really have to say? She has an incredible voice. She has an incredible tone. She always has fun on stage, right?
mm.
She is a good performer, and I think that's what really elevated her and some other people from like the bottom of the barrel.
This was good. I don't. For me, it would didn't make my list because I don't really like the song.
Fair.
That's what it is. I don't really like the song. I think she sang it fine. I don't think this is. I don't know. It's. I don't know. I just don't like the song that much, but I enjoyed her. So, but y'all see by my list how much I enjoyed Latoya London this season.
Yep.
This just wasn't it.
That's fair.
Well, speaking of Lana, let's see how much you enjoy Latoya London with your honorable mention. So we have Latoya London doing Too Close for Comfort. So Lana, this was number 7 on your
Yeah.
list, very high. It was not on my list, unfortunately. It was close. Eduardo, it was not on your list either.
I mean, everybody has those performances, and I feel like this one was so good to me that Too Close for Comfort just I first of all, it's Big Band week, and everything about Big Band I am a fan of. I really think this was the one episode that I felt everybody did a really decent job, or either a great job or a decent job. I wasn't mad at anybody's performance this week because
Mhm.
I felt like this was in the wheelhouse of a lot of people, and the people who we did not really like. I For me, I didn't really like most of the season. I think they held their own in this season. So I loved it. I thought this was one of her. I love this performance from her. I thought it was really really good. And yeah,
Mhm. Yeah, it was a very strong performance. I think if this performance had been placed into season 1 or season 2, it could have been in my top 10. But this is just such a competitive season. What I do like about this performance is she kind of starts off really soft with her tone, and there's just this gradual build as she gets into it, and then she's giving all of the like dynamics at the end of the performance. This is a great one.
Mhm. Yeah, this just barely missed out on my top 25. So it was very close. I also love this
Too close
performance.
for comfort.
Too close for comfort. Yeah. Uh,
man,
this just shows you how competitive and how good this season was, and how good Latoya was as a performer. That all of us are like, yeah, it's just a lot of Latoya in our list. This one just didn't make it. that like just tells you how beautiful her tone and how silky everything sounds when she just sings it. Like everything just has soul behind it when Latoya sings, and yeah, she's an incredible performer. Like I've said, this one just I don't know. I like big band as well. I think my only issue and why it didn't make my top 25 was because most of comparing this big band to the big band in season one, I liked the higher highs of the season one big band than this one. But it was still a very, very good performance. Latoya is an amazing performer. I will continue to say this throughout the episode. I love her. She's incredible.
Mhm. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get to our actual top 20 performances. We got a good list here. I'm gonna go ahead and let everybody know we had a thing where our first two videos we only had four people represented in our top 20 for season one and season two.
Yeah.
We have more. We have a
Yay.
whopping five different people
Yeah.
represented in our top 20 for season. So,
Wait.
but hey, it might not seem like it because we're sticking with Latoya London here. So at number 20, we have Latoya London once again doing Ain't Going Down Till the Sun Comes Up.
This is wild.
This was from Country Week. This was only on one person's list. It's the only one in our top 20 that was on one list. Everything else will be on at least two. But Eduardo, you had this at number 3 on your list. Lana, not on your list, and it wasn't on my list.
Yeah. This is crazy. The disrespect to Latoya. How dare you? Um, no, I was just absolutely shocked by how fast she was going and how good it was. And like I was just amazed by it. Just I it felt like she like let go on stage, and I like when I see performers really like just have fun on stage and just let go, and yeah, I just had a good time with it. She may have not been perfect, maybe I don't know, but to me, she sounded incredible. She sounded really good, and as I said, to me, the acrobatics of the voice and the quickness of the words, and the fact that I was able to understand all of the words that she was saying was pretty shocking to me. So I think that like that's a huge accomplishment in and of itself, and I just there's something about this performance that just really connected to me. I don't know why.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I think this is my least favorite Latoya London performance out of the whole season. Like I did
Yeah.
not like it. I if I'm gonna be so honest, I'm being so honest. I preferred it in season 2 than I did with this one. I enjoyed Josh. Was it Josh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh. I
Mm,
enjoyed him singing it more than I enjoyed her singing it because it felt like it was more in his wheelhouse than it was in hers, which is true. It is more in his wheelhouse than it
yeah.
is in hers. It felt too quick for me. I didn't understand what it was like a lot of like it was just mumble and she was trying to do what Latoya does with all her acrobatics with this. It just didn't go together for me. I didn't. And I was shocked. Like I felt like I'm the only one because the audience liked it, the judges liked it, and I was like,
Look at the score.
everybody liked it. It's just for
Everybody,
me. I just didn't like it. I didn't like it, but good for everybody else who did. And yeah,
yeah. Uh, I'll go ahead and say, Lana, it's not just you. I'm so sorry, Eduardo. Uh,
Damn.
yeah, I went and checked to make sure, but yeah, I out of all of my rankings, this was my lowest one for Latoya London.
yeah.
It's also my lowest one of anything on this list. And
Mm,
it's not bad. It's not bad because Latoya, she can't be bad. But for me, what you liked about it is kind of what I didn't like about it, Eduardo. It's like
Fair.
the fast pace versus it just felt a little clunky to me. Plus, I'm just not a big country fan, so um, it would have. a few people were able to overcome the theme and have me still like them, but Latoya was not one of them. I think it was number 66 on my list, which, I mean, considering there's like 130 performances, that's not too bad. But yeah, this wasn't it for me. Sorry to rain on your parade there. Um,
Damn, way to yuck my yum.
Sorry to yuck your yum.
I
At
Sorry.
love
least
the
the audience agrees with me.
Right.
yeah. Um, any guesses who number 19 is?
Latoya.
Latoya.
And number 19, we have 4 in a row. We have All by Myself by Celine Dion. This was her semifinals performance. So this was number 13 for me. I had it the highest. Eduardo, it was number 16 on your list. Lana, it didn't make the cut. Um, for me, this is a performance I will always remember because it's one of those where did she come from performances.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody knew who she was. She didn't get a second of screen time throughout the auditions or Hollywood Week. But then she just came out and absolutely killed this song. For me, this was definitely my favorite of all of the semifinals performances, including the wild card. I thought she absolutely earned her spot. She didn't have the backstory. She didn't have the fans built up already, but she came out there and just sang an incredible vocal, and that's really all it took to solidify her as a front runner. Everybody before this was like, "Oh yeah, Fantasia's got this song." Oh wait a second, maybe she doesn't. Maybe she doesn't. Maybe it's this girl. Love it.
Yeah. I remember texting you, David, when this performance happened. I was like, where the hell has she been? Why are they just showing her to me now? And why is she amazing? No, I truly agree with you. This is my favorite performance of all the semifinals as well. Just, I love and kind of hate. I have a love hate relationship when American Idol does this, of like just hiding someone from the audience,
Like
and then
Kelly.
like Kelly or like Latoya, that is absolutely amazing. They have no screen time, and then they come to the semifinals and say, "Oh, bitch, you want to see what I can do? I'll show you what I can do, and you're going to love me." And from the very beginning, I just connected to her, and I just loved it. Latoya is an incredible, incredible, incredible artist that can do no wrong in my eyes. I've said it many times, and I'll continue to say it. No, but truly, like I love being surprised by someone that I was just not expecting, and Latoya was that for me, and it was such a fun surprise here. So it just surprised me enough to be that high up on my list.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm glad it made the list. It's a little low for me, but that's okay.
It's
But
okay. It could have been worse.
true,
It
true.
could be your
Uh,
number 3, and it could be the number 20 overall.
true.
And your
Um,
other two panelists could tell you, I hated that performance, actually. I did not like it. Anyways, I'm just messing with you. I'm messing with you.
well, do you think we have Latoya at number 18?
Yes, actually, yes. I think it would be funny. Yes.
Well, first, Lana, what do you think of this one?
I liked it, but it just that I really did enjoy it. It really, really was a good performance of All by Myself. And one of the better All by Myself in the season. Like we've seen
Not
that,
Jasmine?
huh?
Not Jasmine Trias?
Baby, please, please, Jasmine should have even attempted this song after Latoya sang the song. Like
Yeah, the
it was
disrespect.
really, I thought this was a really, really good performance, but the level of performances from Latoya London is just way better for me. It's some that's just
Yeah.
but this one was good. I think in the semifinal for the semifinals, this was so good. It was really, really good, and yeah, I liked it though.
Okay. Well, I will say number 18 is a performance that somebody did in the top, like once they got to the finals, that had been done in the semifinals. So here's Jasmine's chance. No, it's I Have Nothing by Jennifer Hudson at number
Yeah,
18. It's not
there you go.
Jasmine. But this was the highest on the list for me. I had it at number 5 on my list. Lana, it was number 24 on your list. Eduardo, it was also 24 on your list.
Oh,
There you
Uh,
go.
but yeah, I absolutely love this performance. This is actually the song that's been done the most on American Idol throughout every season. Heck, we saw it twice this season. We saw it. Trinice did it the previous season. We'll see it in season 4. But no, I think this was really like the momentum shift. Even Quentin Tarantino was like, yeah, you really became a front runner last week
hmm
with Circle of Life, and now you're keeping that level. You can't go any lower than this the whole season.
Mhm,
And I don't think she did personally. I think she stayed high, high, high with her last few performances that we got. This one, I absolutely love that rich tone as she's belting it out. Just incredible. It gives me chills. Like she cannot do any wrong for me. Love this.
mhm,
So for me and Jennifer Hudson on this season, I had my ups and my downs with Jennifer Hudson because I thought she was really, really good, but I felt like at the beginning she was over singing a lot. Sometimes she was just doing it was the heaviness when the song didn't cause for the heaviness in the songs. I felt like she hit her stride in this week and the week before doing Circle of Life. It was still so like we're so used to hearing Whitney singing "I Have Nothing" and how Whitney sounds. It's those moments of sweetness and Jennifer didn't give us that, but what she did was she gave us Jennifer's way of singing "I Have Nothing," not Whitney's
mhm,
way of singing "I Have Nothing." It was Jennifer's way, and it was the strong and the rich and the heavy and the tone, but it still was so pleasing to my ears. I really enjoyed this performance because I do think by this time, this was the time that Jennifer hit that stride. This was the time she knew what she needed to do, when to pull back, when to give full force, when to. She knew how to balance it out. She wasn't giving us those just singing heavy, heavy all the time. She knew the levels to give us in these performances, and I thought it was really good for a movie soundtrack. This is soundtrack week. Like ain't no better soundtrack than the Bodyguard soundtrack,
Mhm.
and to pick this song, it was like a no brainer for a voice that powerful, and
mhm.
I'm glad she did it. It was really really good.
Also, Sister Act
Yeah,
2 being her favorite movie. Taste.
Period.
as it should be. Um, no, but yeah, I have to agree with you, Lana. Like, I remember when I was watching, I was like, how am I going to tell David that I think Jennifer is just fine in this competition?
Oh, no.
And then
Yeah.
she did the Circle of Life performance, and I was like, okay, maybe there's the shot. And then she did this one, and I was like, okay, we're staying consistent. This is good. Okay, yeah, I have to agree with a lot of what Lana has already said. Jennifer had this issue of really trying. It's like one of those things where she tries too hard. She's really trying to impress you, and sometimes that just seems as desperate. And I think this is the weeks where she was like, I just actually have to sing and sing well and focus on that. Because if I just try to impress people, it's not going to work. I just have to actually go with my heart and go with what I know and do it well. And something clicked in her and it absolutely worked. This one was really, really good. Jennifer has, I have no other way to describe her voice other than beautifully like thick. It's kind of
hmm
thick, it's kind of like syrupy, and it's just nice to listen to. And it's just, there's a reason why she got as big as she is. And this performance absolutely shows you what she's capable of. She is incredible. It's not easy to sing anything by Whitney Houston and to like live up to that expectation. And the fact that Jennifer was able to do that and do it well was incredible. And I was just so proud of her for finally like getting it. And also, why was Quentin Tarantino here? Why was Quentin
It,
Tarantino
it
here?
was movie
Anyways,
soundtrack night.
yeah,
He's
He's a
but it's Quentin
director.
Tarantino. He didn't need to be here. Why? Anyways,
he's
that's
kind of
that's
harsh.
the yeah. Anyways,
I will say it is so weird to talk about Jennifer Hudson in this way in 2026, knowing all the things she has accomplished since then. And it's like, yeah, Jennifer Hudson was, and I will say it, and I will continue to say it. She was fine doing American Idol. She wasn't the best American Idol. She's never not to me. She's not going to be the best American Idol because, but she didn't need American Idol. She just needed to get out there and be. And it's so weird because now listening to her songs, even like her singles and or I mean, her album or whatever, I loved her album. I was a fan of Spotlight. Like I was like I loved her album. She really whatever happened between the first audition to when she got to do this to do her album and make her own music, something shifted because even now she knows the power in her voice and what
Mhm.
when to bring back, and she gives us levels every time. It's it's just weird to be like, she wasn't that great, but to see how great she is now, it's crazy to me. But
Yeah.
yeah,
She was always great to me, so don't make me hit you with my pocketbook.
hit me with the look, throw a shoe at me, hit me with the pocketbook, do something, do all the things because Jennifer wasn't that great in American Idol, but
She was fine.
she became she she became great. She became
Yeah.
great because she is one of the better voices, the best voices of our time right now. She is one of those voices that you just know it's her. Undeniable voice. If you blindfold me and play a bunch of people sing and put Jennifer in the mix, I know a Jennifer Hudson
Mhm.
song. I know a Jennifer Hudson
Most
voice.
definitely.
Yep. Well, who's ready to bobo?
Period.
I'm ready to bobo.
Hell yeah.
Number 17, we have Fantasia Barrino doing Signed, Sealed, Delivered. I'm yours. So this was number 15 on Lana's list. Also number 15 on Eduardo's list. And then 23 on my list.
Me and Eduardo.
Ooh, it should have been
They just
15. Yeah, we're
we
connected. We're
just we
connected
just
too.
connected. Like, come on. This,
Yeah.
this was I love Science and Delivered. First of all, just anyway, Stevie Wonder, and we've said it before, like, oh my God, so many people sing Stevie Wonder, and some people don't need to sing Stevie Wonder. Fantasia can sing Stevie Wonder whenever she wants to sing Stevie Wonder because she came out, gave us fun. It was exciting, and she just sang the song, and I distinctly would remember like hearing it and doing this one part every time. Every time I will remember to this day when she was like at the end of the song, she says, "Here I am, baby, sign, seal, deliver, I'm yours." Oh yeah, yeah. It's like that thing that she does. That
She does.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I
Her thing,
just
when the music stops, that does
yes.
not mean the song is over for
No, the
No, no,
Fantasia.
no,
song
no,
is
no,
still
no.
going on.
We continue.
She has a
We
bar
will
or two
hold.
or three
We will
that
hold
she
a
got
note
to
for
get
20
through.
seconds, and then
She
the song will be over.
she was like, "Oh yeah, 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 yeah." It's like I just love that. I remember I will forever have that ingrained in my memory. But I love this her version of Sounds to Deliver. It's just good. It's who she is. It's so weak. That's the thing. It was so weak, and she has soul in spades. Like she has so much soul that you just can't deny it.
Yeah, it feels like Soul Week was kind of right up Fantasia's alley. Like that's exactly what she needed to do. And I know I said in the first podcast that we did about this that I never wanted to hear anyone ever do Stevie Wonder ever again.
Eat in those
Yet
words.
again, yet again, someone proves me wrong, and yet again, it's been signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours. Two for two, baby. I guess this is now my favorite Stevie Wonder song. I guess. Uh,
Good choice.
no, but truly, Fantasia. Also, I'll just say this right before I get to it. I met Fantasia through Drag Race, so it's hilarious to see her here.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Oh, good.
Raja, Raja,
yeah.
Raja.
Yes. But yeah, seeing her here and just she has just such a unique voice that no one else will ever be able to replicate. There will never be a voice like Fantasia before or after. She is unique as a whole, and that makes her so interesting. And just seeing her power and seeing her voice and hear her soul, finally, it's just always cool to see. And yeah, she just has fun on stage, and this one just made me smile. It made me smile, it made me happy. Fantasia just makes me want to go to church, even though I'm an atheist. I don't know what it is. Uh, she's just great. I love her, and this performance just made me jump in my seat and make me like I had the biggest smile while I was watching this.
Mhm. Yeah, when I think of Signed, Sealed, Delivered, I'm yours. I don't even think about Stevie Wonder, to be honest. I think about this performance because I used to like make CDs. I would download the songs as the episodes came out, and I would make CDs. So I listened to this so many times on repeat. I do love it a lot. Yeah, and talking about her tone and how unique it is. Back then, people were always comparing her to Macy Gray. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry, but Macy Gray
No,
wishes. Like
he
Macy Gray
wish.
cannot sing
Macy
like
Gray could never.
Boo boo tomato tomato. What
I
the
love
heck?
Macy
Amazing.
Gray, but she's no Fantasia.
Yeah.
Um, but let's stick with Fantasia for a little bit. Let's move on to our number 16. We have I Heard It Through the Grapevine, and this was highest for Eduardo. It was number 14 for you.
Yeah.
Then for me, it was number 18. Lana, it was number 21.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just yet again another like song that's hard. Like you have to live up to Gladys Knight. You have to live up to Gladys Knight, and that is a tough ask. But Fantasia was able to do it. I yet again, I I could just go on about the way that just Fantasia has this just wonderful kind of pitch every single time that she sings. She just there's she adds something magical to everything that she sings, no matter what it is. And yet again, just I had when I saw that the theme was Motown, I immediately got scared because I was like, this is the third like season in a row in which we do a Motown. I don't know how much originality is left, how much more I can take. I don't know. I want something different. And then Fantasia came up, and I was like, okay, never mind. Maybe it is okay that we're still doing Motown. Maybe we can still do another season. Maybe I should shut my mouth and just let American Idol do what American Idol does best. So yeah, those are my thoughts on this.
Mhm. Yeah, I think what's special about this performance and a lot of her other performances is when you think about like other good singers on the show that we've seen so far, they're really great at singing. But are they great at performing? They're not
Fantasia
always. Some
is.
of them are good. Nobody's at the level that Fantasia is. She just oozes charisma
Yeah.
the whole time she's performing this song. You and just thinking she's 19. She's like barely out of school and she's already like this much of a star. Just you can't help but love this. This is definitely one of my favorite performances from her. I'm so glad it made the list.
I mean, so Motown, it runs in that same vein, and
Hmm.
so I never was worried. I feel like certain people just have things that just fit. It just fits with them,
Hmm.
and I feel like Fantasia is one of these people who is like an anomaly for some things because she just finds a way to make everything work for her. She just finds a way to make everything work. But Motown is like so it just goes along with Fantasia. She has it out of the wazoo. Like she could sing soul music in anything. And for her to do I Heard It Through the Grapevine, and it just like I was never worried. You know how when you watch some people and you say, "Oh, it's Motown week," and you be like, "Oh," when they say this person's about to sing this song, you're like, "Ooh,
Yeah.
I don't
Now
know
John
about
Peter
that."
Lewis doing
Right,
Motown.
John
I'm
Peter
like,
Lewis is about to sing
no,
Motown. Or John
John
Stevens is
Stevens doing
about to
My
sing
Girl.
Motown. Oh, Jasmine
no.
Trias is about to sing Motown. You're like, ooh, I don't know about that. But when they say Fantasia's about to sing, I heard it through the grapevine. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not worried. I'm not
Mhm.
nervous about it because she's going to do this, and and then she go out on the stage and do exactly what she did. This performance was so good to me. It was so good to me.
Mhm. Agreed. Well, let's move on to a new face for our list. Here we have our number 15. It's Diana DeGarmo doing Don't Cry Out Loud. So this was number 11 for Eduardo. It was number 16 for me, and it was not on Lana's list.
Fair. This was the one time where I actually saw Diana. I almost said Melissa because I'm Melissa Manchester. This was the one time that I was like, yes, I get it. I understand it. Because I think Diana had this. I think Diana's a good singer, maybe not the best performer when it comes to actually being on stage. She's all right there, but there's something here just worked. I really don't know what it is. Uh, I don't know if it's just the fact that she was so close to the finale that she was like, okay, this is my last chance. This is my last chance, and so I'm gonna give it my all. I'm gonna focus on it, and I'm actually gonna give it my best go at it. And I felt that. I felt that like that kind of need to do well. And I don't know, something about it just clicked with me. She made me connect with her with this one for some reason. It just worked. Clive Davis, I think, made a good choice with this one. So I think I think maybe that's it. Maybe that's just what helped her the most. It's the fact that she this was the best song for her voice,
Mhm.
and that just made it sound good.
I agree. I give a lot of credit to Clive Davis for this. Rest in peace. He recently passed.
Oh
But
damn.
yeah, I mean he's the true man with the golden ears, right? But
Mhm.
this was a great song choice. I also would give her credit for No More Tears, Enough Is Enough. I thought that was a great performance in top four. So
Right.
she was
Yeah.
really hitting her stride at the end of the competition.
Mhm.
And then we saw her sing this again the very next week in the finale. I'm like, okay, you
And I
sang
was
your
like,
top four and
yeah.
top three song in the finale.
So not
But
really a throwback, just like, oh yeah.
right,
Anyways.
remember this 2 weeks ago and this one last week. I think my issue with Diana though was like on the lower notes, she never sounded great to me. Like,
Mhm.
but it was really those high notes where she really shined, and she had a lot of high notes in this. Not to mention that end note that she just held
Oh
out for like
yes.
12 seconds, her best note of the entire season. So
Mhm.
I'm glad she found her stride in the end because we needed somebody to step up after we lost several other really good competitors. So yeah, she made a very strong runner up. I thought.
Um, I do think this is her best performance. I do think this was one of her best. Well, her best. I will
Mhm.
give it to her.
Yeah.
This was her best performance. I love this song. I when Clive Davis said that's the choice he picked for her, I was like, "Girl, please don't mess this up for me because I really do love this song, and I really don't want you to mess this up for me." But she did not. She made it. She held the notes that she was supposed to sing. She sang it for me. It was serviceable. Like she was very serviceable. She did not do anything egregious to take me out of the song. She held her note. She hit every note right. Like every
Mhm.
note that she hit it. And I was like, okay, this was. I feel like she did her part to get. This was the song that was like, okay, you just stamped your ticket to the finale because
Mhm.
nobody else was there to take it away. Like there was nobody in that top three besides Fantasia had already stamped her ticket to the finale way
Like
long ago.
weeks ago.
Weeks ago, she made it. And they just kept eliminating everybody who was going to give Fantasia any type of competition.
Hmm.
But I felt she did this song was good enough, good to get to stamp her way to the finale because it was just her or Jasmine. It wasn't like anybody else was going to do it because America hates us and they would not let us have a good finale with Latoya and or Jennifer and Fantasia. It like you just couldn't give us a really good competitive finale. They America said, you know what, we had a competitive finale in season two. We just gonna give you an easy knockout round season three. That's okay, and that's fine. But Diana DeGarbo did a really good job on this song. This was her best song to date, like up
Maybe
to that point.
maybe we have like a pattern, right? In season one, it was obvious that Kelly was going to win. Season two, actual competition. Season three, obviously Fantasia is going to win. Maybe next season it's going to be like, oh, actual competition again. Who knows?
Who knows? I
Yeah,
know,
I can
but
see it. I can see it.
you can see
Who
it. Uh-huh.
knows? I
Um,
don't know. So I'm excited to know.
well, Clive Davis did a great choice for Diana. Let's see if we can do a great choice for somebody else. Number 14, we have The Greatest Love of All from Fantasia Barrino. So this was highest for Eduardo. Number 5.
Ooh.
For me, it was number 20, and
Mm-hmm.
it did not make Lana's list.
Mm-mm.
That does not surprise me, actually. I don't know why. Anyways, uh, yeah, maybe it's. I mean, we've heard this song be performed many times before. It's. I think this is like we've well, at least once each season. But Clive Davis just knows his shit. He knows what he's doing, and I think he did a service to Fantasia here. Um, she just sounds great. She's an incredible performer, obviously, and yet again, I say it again, living up to Whitney Houston is such a tough thing to do. And Fantasia just is able to, like you said, Lana, she has this magic where she can do whatever she wants, and she does it well. And yeah, I maybe it's also the fact that I just really like the song as well that really helped this like go up. And also I was getting nicer and nicer as the weeks went by, so I just like started rating things higher and higher, so maybe that's why it's so high up. But anyways, yeah, I don't regret anything at all. I
Good.
still love this performance, and Fantasia is Fantasia, so she can do no wrong.
Mhm. Yeah, I will say this was my biggest surprise on this rewatch because I like this way more than I thought I would. And I think it's because when I think of Fantasia, I don't think of like a Whitney Houston type singer. Like she's never given me that vibe. And Whitney is my diva, so she's hard to match. But I think Fantasia held her own.
Absolutely.
I thought it was really interesting to hear her tone on this song specifically because like it's so different than the way Whitney sings,
Hmm.
but she hit all the notes with
I didn't know you were done. I'm like, well, I don't know.
I don't know
Um,
either.
I like this, but I wanted. I didn't think this was her best performance. Um, I think Clive Davis only he picks people um because I don't know. I don't think this was the one song he should have picked for her. And I think he picked Whitney because he just likes Whitney, and this was one of the songs that he was very heavily involved in, and so I
Mm.
don't know. I don't know. I think that it's a good performance, but I'm not sure it's the best performance for me. So we'll see.
yeah. Sorry for my technical difficulty, sabotage, but yeah, I just loved her tone on this and how different it was from the original. Sometimes it's refreshing to hear things like in a new way. But I love this. Let's go ahead and move on to our number 13. Should we all should we all start to dip? Who's
Oh
ready
my
to dip?
god, it's
Oh, we're dipping
time!
now.
Let's
It's
do
time,
the
we're
Period.
dip.
dipping! We're
Yes.
dipping!
We have
Yes.
Take Me to the
Yeah.
Pilot
That was
from
my
Georgia.
favorite. Mm.
Yes,
Oh.
it was highest for Lana. It was number 6 for Lana. For
Mhm.
me, it was number 19. Eduardo didn't make your list.
Don't
Oh,
worry. We have.
blasphemy.
Yeah, I know.
Blasphemy.
I know. I will. Spoiler. I still think this is amazing. Don't worry.
Blasphemy. Oh, this was my favorite George Huff song out of all the songs that George Huff sang in this season. This was my favorite. I just, it's something about what he did to take me to the pilot. It's not a well known Elton John song. It wasn't, it's not. Everybody was like, and even Elton John was like, I'm concerned because it's not one of my hits. A lot of people don't know this song. I don't know how they're going to perceive it. And George took it, flipped it, twisted it, reversed it on his head and said, I'm going to take y'all to George Huff's church. I'm going to take y'all to what I know. This is how I would sing this song. And he started off just, giving it a little, take me to the pilot. Then he just went there and it was like I heard a deacon at my church singing this song.
Mhm.
Like this is so good, George. It made me feel so good. It made me feel like, yeah, I know that boy. I know that man. It was when you make me feel like I can just fully relax when you singing. I was there. I was there with him. This is my favorite George Huff song. I
Mhm.
loved it.
Yeah, it's not my favorite, but it's way up there. Yeah, I think this is either my second or third favorite. I freaking love George. I think he has one of my favorite tones ever on American Idol.
Mhm.
Just the gritty, like, I don't know. It's just so good. And my favorite thing about him in every performance um, was waiting for the end. It's same with
Mm.
Fantasia. Fantasia and George, they will always give you an ending. He can
Mhm.
nail those runs at the end of his song.
Mhm.
And the run at the end of Take Me to the Pilot is so good. I freaking love it. Um, I just know those camera operators hated him though, because the whole time he's like in and out of frame for those close-ups. But
That's why
yeah,
it's all
this
wide shots.
exactly. But yeah, this one's so good. I freaking love George.
Yeah. I will say, I don't think my list reflects how much I love George Huff. George Huff is incredible at what he's capable of doing. Yet again, Lana, you said not many people are good at singing and performing. George can do both.
Mhm.
George always has a good time performing. It, it's always a good time. I always enjoy watching George perform. I think George is just such a lovely presence to always have around. This song is absolutely amazing. He did a really good job with it, and it barely missed out. It barely missed out on my top 25. It's still highly rated. I think the only reason why it's not there is because I really enjoyed a lot of the John Elton songs that we did. Like the John Elton week, I think was my favorite one. And so I was like, once I saw my original scores, I was
John
like,
Elton.
I can't.
Sean Elton.
John Elton, Elton John, uh, John Elton. I was just whatever. Brain
Two first
fart,
names,
fart
right?
brain. Yeah, the white people names. You know what I mean? Yeah, that John dude. You know that John dude.
The
There you
John
go.
guy.
That John guy, not the redhead, not the other one. This one, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, but the Elton John wig was my favorite one, I think. And when I saw my original scores, I was like, I can't give everybody a 90. I have to start being more critical somewhere. So unfortunately, I think that's just because I think I lowered uh, George's score just because I felt like I had to, but. He still did an incredible performance. I am so happy that this song is here because it's
Mhm.
amazing. And I apologize to the George Huff fans for not having this on my list. I am in the wrong, and I will accept that.
At least you are self aware.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am self aware. Don't you worry about it. I understand.
Look, maybe you can apply that same pressure to Lana in a second here. Why don't we get
Okay.
to your favorite George Huff performance, Eduardo? So
Yay.
at number 12, we have Ain't Too Proud to Beg from The Temptations. And Eduardo, you had this on your list at number 6. I had this on my list at number 12. Lana, it didn't make your list.
No, no,
Yeah.
no.
That's fair. Okay, but I
Mm,
George here made me want to take out a church fan and really just start going at it. Like it just felt right. It just felt correct. Just like Fantasia, like when you hear, oh, George is going to do Motown, you're like, okay, we're good. We're good. I don't have to worry about it. We're good. I am safe. This is going to be good. And yeah, just him with the sweat rag was wild. I loved it. I George is just consistent in what he does. He knows what he's doing. He will always give you a good performance. It's always consistent. He never flopped. He never did gave a really bad performance. He always knew what he was doing and just gave it to you every week. And I respected him so much for it. He is absolutely amazing. And this song just made me have a lot of fun. Yet again, like I said, just like Fantasia, George makes me want to go to church. Like, he knows what he's doing. This is right up his alley. And I absolutely loved it.
yeah, I do too. This is also my favorite from George. I'm actually pretty surprised it didn't make Lana's list, so I'm excited to hear why. But this was just perfect because we had already heard Simon say, "You're like one of the backing people in the Temptations," and George completely shut Simon's mouth with this performance. It was so good, so good. Like he sounds like a lead singer, absolutely. And this is another one that, like all these years later, the run he does at the very end of the song, I knew exactly how it was going to sound because I remember this run so perfectly. It's
Yeah.
so good. And the thing that's kind of funny about this performance, I think it was the last one of the night, but what they do when they like show like the people you can vote for at the end, they show clips from everybody's performances,
Mhm.
and they show the actual ones from what we just watched. But the last person, I don't know if you notice this, but the last person, they don't have time to put that in there that quickly. So they use the rehearsal ending. They always show the very end of the last person's performance, but it's the rehearsal one. And this happened with George, this happened with Fantasia, this happened with Latoya. Their ending that it showed at the end was always something completely different from how they ended it in the actual show. And what that tells me is they were just singing by the soul. They could sing
Mhm.
this 100 times and it would never sound the same. And I freaking love that about them because not everybody can do that. A lot of people have to have it exactly planned out. But
Yeah.
this guy is so dang soulful. He can just let it come from his soul. And that's why I love George so much. This was
Yeah.
great. Also, this is where he got rid of the mustache, as he called it. He's like, I got rid of my mustache.
Yeah, thank God.
You hit the nail right on the head, David. This was the George, Latoya, Fantasia, even Jennifer is
Mhm.
never gonna sing the song the same. Everything, and like it's never going to be, by paint by numbers. Like it's always going to be different, which tells you they're singing from their soul. It's like it's just whatever comes out is coming out. It's go come out. I like this song. This is the reason it didn't make my list. I felt like this throughout this whole competition with George. I love George. George was like Ruben in his season. Consistent, consistent, consistent. And I think he fell into that consistent role where you just knew it was gonna be good. But it was always sometimes it was great. Take me to the pilot. Great. Sometimes it was great. Sometimes it was just solid. George was solid this entire competition. And I think he fell into that. Okay, he's always good. He's always for me. It was like, yeah, he's gonna be good. He's gonna be solid. He's singing Motown. It's gonna be good. And A Too Proud to Beg. We've heard people try to sing it, and George sings it, and it was good. And it was good. It was good. I liked the run at the
Great.
end. It took me to the end. I was like, oh yeah. But it took me till I had to get to the end to be like, oh, okay, good. Everything else was just solid. I wanted him to do better because I know he can. I know he could have given us a lot more in that performance than he gave because I know he can. And then he started getting into it, but by the time he started getting into it, the song was over. And so I just wanted it a little bit more in that performance, but it was still good. It was solid. That's just George. He's solid. Never worry when he comes out on stage. Never feel nervous when he comes out on stage. Never feel like, oh, is this not going to be good? Because George is consistently good every single time.
Fair. Um, well, I will go ahead and spoil this from you all. For you all, we're at our top 11 now, and from now on, this is a Three Divas podcast.
Period. Yeah.
Yes,
As it
as it
should
should
be.
Yeah.
As
be.
it should be.
So, moving on to number 11,
Mm.
as it's loading, here we go. We have Someone Saved My Life Tonight from LaToya London. So this was highest for Eduardo. It was number 8 on your list. Lana, it was number 9 on your list. And it did not make my list.
Boo, tomato, tomato. Oh, that's wild. That's
mhm.
insane. Anyways, yet again, one of another song from that white dude, from that John dude. You know that John dude.
John
Um,
Elton.
Mhm,
John
mhm.
Elton. Yeah, that guy. That will haunt me for the rest of my days. Um, no, but as I said, I think the Elton John week was absolutely my favorite, and this one was up there. Just seeing Latoya's interpretation of the song was really very interesting to see. Yet again, like you said, David, it's very interesting to see when someone with such a different tone sings a song and does it so well. And Latoya just did that in spades here as well. It's not a Elton John song that I'm like super familiar with, uh, but hearing it be done by Latoya, I was like, yeah, this is now Latoya's. It no longer belongs to you, Elton. I'm sorry, my John, my guy. It no longer is yours. It belongs to Latoya. I am so sorry. Yeah. Um, I don't know what much I can say. I sang praises about Latoya over and over again, and I can continue to do it again. She just knows what she's doing. That tone is beautiful. That pitch is beautiful. She knows what she's doing, and I always appreciate watching her do anything.
Elton John was a great week. I do agree. Elton John was a great week for and a surprising week for
Mhm.
some people who I was like, oh, I was not expecting this from you. But when she sang Someone Saved My Life Tonight, I was like blown away. She was so good. It was like she paced herself throughout that song. She was right in the pocket of what that song should be. And when she let loose and let free when we got to the end, and that's it was like butter. It was like it was so good, so yummy and delicious in my ear. I was like, this is what I come to expect from Latoya. This is what I come to crave from Latoya London. Like it's just certain things, and each person, well, the three divas and George, for me, this was their season, and this is this and no disrespect to anybody else in this season, but this was their season for me, and it was certain things that I just wanted and needed and expected from them when they hit that stage, and she gave me everything I expected and needed from her in this performance. It was so good. She took a song that I was not familiar with and made me want to get familiar with it. And then I'm like you, Eduardo. I don't even want to hear Elton John sing this song. I only want to hear Latoya sing this song. It was so good.
Yeah. I also think this is a great performance from her. I did check, and it was number 31 on my list, so it's not very low.
Okay.
It barely missed my top 25. I think my only thing about this one is it took a little while to really get into the groove of the song. Like the first third of it was like a little low key, but then it definitely picks up near the end. I think she did pick a lot of similar stylistic songs throughout the competition.
Mhm.
So, and she's great at that. Um,
Yeah.
but I think just it becomes a little bit of diminishing returns, but like obviously not that much because she's an incredible vocalist. So this is absolutely deserving of being on the list. Um, yeah, and John Elton night was a great night. So why
John
don't we stick?
Elton.
Yeah,
Shout
why
out to
don't we
John
stick with it?
Elton.
Let's move on to our number 10. So we have Fantasia Barrino doing something about the way you look tonight. So we're going to keep that same energy that I got, but we're going to give it to Eduardo this time.
Yeah,
This was
I
number 8 on my list.
yes.
It was number 8 on Lana's list, and it was
And
not
I'm a
on.
loser that I didn't put it
Boo,
in.
tomato, tomato. How dare
I
you?
respect it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Don't worry.
Uh,
Which eight should go first?
I'll go first. I'll go first. This is one of my absolute favorite performances of the season. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Like when I watch this performance, it gives me chills. Just her tone is hypnotic on this song. This is another song that I'm like, sorry, Elton. This is Fantasia's song now. I thought for sure this would be high for all of us. Um, and I get it. Like, there's so many good performances to choose from this season. So that does make it kind of hard. We still agree a lot. But yeah, for me, this is peak Fantasia. There's only a couple of performances I enjoyed more than this one. So yeah, thrilled that this made top 10.
I don't know if I could have put it anywhere else on my list besides the top 10 because it was so Elton John week just did it for me. It was such a good week. Everybody brought their A game. I thought it was just like everybody did so well, but this one, oh, I didn't expect it from Fantasia. I don't. It's like it was. She kept surprising me. Some stuff I'm like, oh, I expect her to do something like that. That's the song I expect. I didn't expect it, but I loved it. I don't know. I don't know what I expected. Like I don't know if I wanted what I wanted her to sing from Elton John or what I thought she could sing. But this was so beautiful. And the way she performed it and was like in the crowd to the audience, pointing to them like it's
Mhm.
something about the way you look tonight. It was it was so good. I feel like performance wise, this is one of her best performances. And her it's like she just know what she's doing. She just know what she's doing. And I loved it so much.
Mhm. So this is number 28 on my list. So I still really like it. Um, yeah, as I said, I think the only reason why it's not on my list is because the same thing that happened with George. I was just like, I cannot give everyone 95s. This is not acceptable for me to do. I have to be a little bit more critical. And I think I just have liked Fantasia a little bit better. But she still did incredible. This song, yeah, you said, Lana, belongs to Fantasia now. I don't think I want to hear Mr. John hear it, like do it. I want Fantasia to do it every single time. Um, she just sounds great. She's absolutely beautiful. Yet again, it's another one of these things with the contrast of the original song to the cover and how different the tone and everything about it is that makes it interesting. It makes it magical. Makes it fun. Makes it cool to listen to. And Fantasia just really controlled the room. She knew what she was doing, and I gave Fantasia huge props for being able to do that, for commanding that room. That's a tough thing to do, and she does it in spades. And I am in the wrong here. I am in the wrong here. I would like to yet again. This is like my fourth apology at this point. I would like to apologize to the Fantasia fan group again.
Yeah. Be
I mean,
prepared to do one more, by the way.
but I
Okay.
really, I'm shocked that this is like surprising to like for me and what because Elton John is such a soulful singer. We should expect like I should expect Fantasia to do well and George to do well because Elton John is very much a soulful singer. That's just how he is, and he makes soulful songs. But man, they just took his songs. Poor Elton John this night. The people came, the girls and the guys and the people just came to snatch his songs away from him for this night because Fantasia, George, Latoya, and Jennifer snatched them. It's their song now.
Don't forget Crocodile Rock. It will always be
Um,
John Stewart.
ugh.
Sorry, that came out of my soul.
Mhm.
But
Moving on.
no, one last thing. One last thing. I would love to hear her do a whole Elton John cover album because I don't know if
Oh
you all
yeah.
watched, but I sent you all a video that I consider one of the absolute best performances I've ever seen, and it's her singing "Sorry." Sorry seems to be the hardest word at a tribute for Elton John in front of him, and made Elton John cry. It is incredible. If it was a performance on the season, it probably would have been my number one.
Yeah, it would be high up for me, absolutely.
I
But
will
let's
definitely watch it.
good. Okay, let's move on to number 9. So this is the last performance that is not on all of our lists. This was highest for me. Actually, no, it was highest for Lana at number 5, and then for me it was number 7. And Eduardo, this was not on your list.
I'm wrong again.
You're wrong again. How dare
Yeah.
you? Because
I keep disrespecting these beautiful people. How dare
you,
I?
you disrespect
Mhm.
the people. You disrespect Big Bang. Big Bang. You're disrespectful to Big Bang this time, Eduardo. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I am so sorry.
I love Big Band. I said it before and I'll say it again. I just love Big Band. I love that she took a song that's on Broadway that's not even a big band song and she turned it into big band. And I love Don't Rain on My Parade anyway. So, and she just got it. She just got it. She hit every note correctly. Sh Even my nephew agrees. She just got it. She just got this was I loved her both her songs and her big band set. I just loved them, and so I think I like this one better. Of course, I like this one better than the other, one, but I just loved it. She just is so good. This was a perfect night for her. Perfect night for her.
Yeah, I think she was overall the best on Big Band Night. This is personally my favorite of her performances throughout the season. I adore this. It's a great song. I actually do think that Broadway is what suits her voice the best. Like, and I do believe she has been a performer on Broadway as well. But yeah, this was right up her alley. And this her first song she started at kind of lower levels and built. This one she came out on 10 and somehow got it up to 11 or 12 by the end of the song. Yeah, just that ending it gives me chills every time. This is incredible. I was shocked it was not on all of our lists.
Yeah. And I can tell you why. I grew up watching Glee.
Right?
I'd never want to hear Don't Rain on My Parade ever again. I am so sick and tired of it. Yes, Latoya did an incredible job with it, but I was just like, when I heard that, don't tell me, I was just like, okay, I'm done. That's enough. I am good. Still a very, very good performance from Latoya yet again. And I actually agree with Yolana. I think taking a song that's not big band and making it big band was actually really cool to see and very interesting. And I like that Latoya took that risk because it could have been an absolute disaster, but the fact that it worked was incredible. I loved seeing it. Uh, yeah, she knows what she's doing. Yet again, it's just the fact that I've heard so many people sing the song that I think I am a little bit tired of it. And that is not Latoya's fault at all. At all. I get it. I am wrong. I will buy a ukulele and I will do an apology video. Uh,
Can't wait to hear that.
yes, I
Oh,
will. I will apologize. I will do a video that is the what would it be called? The Don't Rain on My Parade train. There you go.
um, thank you, Ryan Murphy and Leah Michelle, for ruining it Don't rain on my parade for Eduardo. And now
Yeah.
Latoya is suffering. So I thank you.
Well, the good news is everything from here on out was not only in our top 25, but they're also in all of our top 20.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Moving on to number 8, we have A Fool in Love from Fantasia Barrino. So, Eduardo, this was number 9 on your list. For me, it was number 10. For Lana, it was number 18.
Okay. Understandable. Yeah. We have heard the song be done, I think, every single season so far. Uh, but now that I've heard Fantasia do it, I'm just like, yeah, Fantasia has done it the best. There's no one else that has done it better. And I hope they don't do it again because this is Fantasia's now. Yet again, Fantasia's just stealing songs from artists. Uh, a really, really fun performance. Uh, yeah, it's tough to be able to move around the stage the way that Fantasia does and sing with such power and soul the way that Fantasia does. And so she just does it. She does it well. And she is one of those artists that when I see her get on stage, I will always have a huge smile on my face, no matter what she does. Even when I think it's not her best performance, I will always think that it's uh, a really good performance. I will always have a smile on my face. I think the judges made a good choice with the song. I think it's very interesting to see uh, Fantasia do a song like this, and so I just love it. Very very good performance. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't know if you remember, but when we did our season 1 countdown, we had Tamira's version of this on our list. But I said, when it came to me, I was like, this is good, but this is not my version of A Fool in Love that I think of. This is not my go to version of American Idol, but we'd see it soon, and this is it. Yeah, this is absolutely my favorite version of the song that's been done. But what's kind of cool to think about is with this song, she's not even singing the chorus. Like she's doing ad libs the entire time. The background singers are singing the chorus. Her part is just to do what you say, yeah, yeah. Like, and she does it incredibly. It's gritty,
Yeah.
it's nasty in the best way, and I don't know. This is just quintessential Fantasia for me. This is what made all the little 8-year olds afraid of her and want to vote for Diana.
This 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 is Tina Turner.
Mm.
Fantasia just did the best performance as Tina Turner on this stage because not very many people can do Tina. And not very people can sing Tina the way Tina sang Tina. And as somebody who listens to Tina back in the day when she left Ike and then we got Ike, I was in the post Ike Tina Turner song, era. And it's just if you go back and watch original performances of Tina Turner with Ike Turner doing this song, you'll be like, oh, okay, okay. Tina Turner was like if Tina was singing right now in at that age, she would be Fantasia. Fantasia embodied Tina in this performance. It was so good, and that's what Tina did. She ain't seen the background. She ain't seen no chorus.
Right?
Tina Turner just did what you say. She gave us all the ad libs, and it was the song. Like it, Ike and Tina was special. That dual connection was like so musically they were perfect. Now, outside of that, no, we don't want to talk about that. But as a musical, he was a musical genius. He just knew what to do, and she had the sound, that grit. Fantasia has that grit in her voice, and the fact that she could move and that whole everything she was doing was Tina Turner, and she did it so well. Anybody who ain't never seen Tina Turner in they lifetime or whatever, watch that performance. You just saw Tina. You
Mhm.
just saw Tina. If you watch it now, you just saw Tina. It was. it was perfect. It was so much fun. And she just that growl that
Yeah.
she did her voice. It's everybody can't do it. I can't even do it. Like I want to do it, but I can't do it. Everybody can't do it, and Fantasia does it so well. That's what stood her apart from all the other people in this competition, was she knew how to do things with her voice. There's a whole lot of them didn't want to take that risk to try to do. She was fearless, and you just have to give her props. I love her for that.
Hmm. I agree. But let's move on to our top seven. At number seven, we have Weekend in New England from Jennifer Hudson. So this was highest for me. I had it at number three. Lana had it at number 12. Eduardo had it at number 18. So I think there was a little bit of bias for this for me because I freaking love Jennifer Hudson. She was my favorite when I watched this season. And at the time, I used to consider this my number one performance of the season. I have since changed my mind. It's dropped a couple of spots, but I still do believe this is the best performance that somebody was eliminated to ever on American Idol. This is incredible. And also, Barry Manilow was a great guest judge mentor or guest mentor because he really, and I never see this with anybody, but he made sure to adapt everybody's songs to them. He wanted to make his songs fit their style. And I think he did a great job with giving this arrangement to Jennifer Hudson. Um, and it starts off so beautiful and sweet, but then there's a part where the music just kind of slows down and there's like a building timpani, and her voice just bellows in this incredibly, like, I don't know, it just fills the entire room, and then she just goes to the next level with incredible belting, and it just gives me chills every single time. I'm addicted to this performance. I've watched it so many times over the years. I'm so happy it's in the top 10.
I agree with you so much. I think this for me was, I kept saying she had to, the balance that she had, and she had to come and get her back. I think she just, this one was so perfect. This was my favorite song from Jennifer, I would say. I'm thinking if maybe I'm trying to think if it was, I think it was for me.
I
It was
think you might have one more higher, but
maybe one more. I think one more was hot, maybe. But even if I ranked it higher, I think I still like this one better because this one just, like I said, Barry Manilow was so good, such a good mentor, and I don't know, I just really have a fondness to this song for her. Like I don't want to hear Barry sing it. I just want to hear her do this version, and it was so good. She just, and it's the, I ain't never heard this song before. Barry
Mhm.
Manilow, like I didn't know Barry Manilow sang this song. I never heard "We in New England," and I was like, okay, I'll probably hear it and forget about it. No, the way she sang it, there was no forgetting about this song. She sounded. I think this was her best performance for me.
Yeah.
If you're going to go home, what a performance to leave your mark with,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, it just thinking that this is the last thing that she performed makes me mad because she was just really getting into it and she was getting better and better. Um, she I'm not pretty familiar. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not familiar with Barry Manilow in any way, shape, or form. I do not know that. I do not know this man. I could see this man walking down the street, and I would not know this man. Sorry to this man. Um, do not know him at all, and so I was like, sure, this will all just I'll just treat all of these songs as original songs, and I yeah, this song belongs to Jennifer, and I don't know who Barry is, but I'm sorry, my guy, no longer yours. Um, yeah, she just was just starting to hit her stride. She was really starting to click. Everything was starting to click. Everything was starting to fall into place. And just the fact that this is what she left off with is unfortunate, but it's still incredible. The performance is great. The singing is great. She showed her soul. She showed her ability, and I cannot ask anything more from Jennifer than that.
You know what, Eduardo? You shouldn't feel bad because you weren't the only person who didn't know who Barry Manilow was. The makeup artist didn't know who he was either.
Right.
So it's okay.
You know, I think
So,
I figured out the real reason she got eliminated. Look at the date that she sang this.
April 20th, 2004.
I think everybody was high. I think
Probably.
the viewers were
Oh,
Probably.
it was
it was 420.
420.
They forgot to vote for her.
Everyone was screaming out. Everyone was
That's
screaming
what it
out.
was.
Yep.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
Well, yeah, maybe if you hear the song high, you wouldn't like it as much, maybe. I
Mhm.
don't know.
Well, should we get to another performance that may have suffered because of the date of 420 Barry
Oh
Manilow week?
no. Oh no.
Sure. Yeah.
It's a miracle from Fantasia Barrino is our number 6. So this is number 7 for Eduardo, number 11 for Lana, and I can't believe I'm the lowest at 15. I'm so happy this is this high.
I mean, this just tells you the power and the incredible talent that Fantasia has, right? Um, that just I don't know what else I can say about Fantasia at this point. I've talked about how beautiful her tone is. I've talked about how beautiful her pitch is. I've talked about how just the range that she has is absolutely amazing, and the things that she's able to do is incredible. She commands the stage. She knows what she's doing on stage. She's comfortable on that stage. She knows how to perform. She will always give you something interesting. You will always love a Fantasia performance, no matter what. Even at her lowest, she's still amazing. Um, yeah, it's just. I guess Barry Manilow has some good hits because this one was good. I like this one. So congrats to you, sir.
I like she flipped it. She took it, flipped it, made it. Because this is not how Barry Manilow sang that song. That's nothing at all how Barry
And it
Manilow
was his
sang that.
idea to flip it for
But it
her.
was his idea
Good.
because he always said he wanted to hear how that song would sound with like a church sound to it. And he knew the perfect person to give it to who can pull it off. And it was such like when she just took it and went there with it, it was a beautiful thing. Like she did what I always wanted to. What I feel like everybody should do who's singing a cover for like a competition. You give them a little bit of the original, and then you flip it later to turn it into something else. And she did that. She gave it to him like, okay, this is Barry's song. It's a miracle. Then she said, now let's go be Fantasia's song. And it's a miracle. Like I love that, and I think she did a beautiful job with that. Again, when I feel comfortable and I feel like this is relatable, like, oh, I can see this in anywhere, and a praise team at the church and somebody else. Like, I'm happy. I am happy, 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 and I love this from her. I love it. I love that she was like, I'm gonna stick to my roots. And I'm gonna give you something from my roots as well as I'm gonna stick to the original as well. I'm gonna give you a little bit of that and a little bit of this. And it was a perfect blend. Perfect blend.
Mhm. Yeah, I totally agree. Especially because we kept getting like teases in her like intro packages of her singing in church growing up. And so this is where we finally got to see the church, like Fantasia in her element. I mean, we saw little bits and pieces of it throughout all of her performances, really. But this was like the most true to what I would expect to see if I went to her church and saw her perform. And it really is that moment where the tempo goes double time and you just like, I'm ready to clap on the offbeat. Like everything about it, like just gave me everything I needed here. This is an incredible performance. A 56 whatnot to sing score is kind of crazy to me. Like this
That's
is
wild.
Rude.
way better.
Rude.
Yeah.
Disrespectful.
And look, I wouldn't be clapping on the offbeat. I'm gonna clap on that. He got to get. Yeah, it was. Oh, I was. Look, that's what we call shouting music. Where the drums is going to double. Yeah, it was so good.
Let's move on to number 5. So we have Latoya London doing "Somewhere" from Barbara Streisand. Let me tell you, there's something about Barbara Streisand songs that really worked this season. We've seen quite a few already. This was highest for Lana. It was number 2 on her list. For me, I had it at number 9, and Eduardo, you had it at number 19. So we're kind of spread out here. Um, I'll go ahead and give my thoughts on this first. Like I said, I really think Latoya is a Broadway girly. Like I think her best songs were ones that are like fit that vibe. This is from West Side Story, and she just killed it vocally. This is another one that builds. This has an 88. This was one of the highest scored performance of the entire season. Absolutely one of her strongest. So yeah, I love this. Very happy it was this high.
Yeah, I'll go next. Yeah, I still really like this song. Uh, just yet again, I keep bringing it up because you said just seeing the difference from Barbara Streisand's voice and taking that song into Latoya's vocal range was very cool to see. I agree with you. I hadn't thought about it until now that you brought it up, but you're right. Latoya belongs on Broadway. She knows what like that kind of voice that she has is
Mhm.
perfect for Broadway. She would be incredible at that. I would love to see it. I'm sure she's done it before. She's just really good at what she does. Yeah. Um, yeah, the build up was amazing. Everything was amazing. I just connected with some other Latoya songs more than this one, which is why it's at 19th instead of like number 3 or 4. But Latoya is an incredible performer. She knows what she's doing, and she belongs on stage, whether that's on American Idol or whether that's on the Broadway stage. Doesn't matter. She deserves to be seen and she deserves to be heard.
I didn't hear what you said. I ranked this.
You had it too.
Period, because it was my favorite Latoya London song of this competition. When she sang this song, I was just like, I love this song. Period. I love this song. Period. I love it from West Side Story. I love it when the original artist sang it for West Side Story. I love it hearing anybody sing it if they know what they're doing. She know what she's doing. She has this voice, like you said, she's made for Broadway. Like she could sing anywhere. She could sing anywhere, but Broadway is
She
a
can sing
lane.
somewhere.
She can sing anywhere. Anywhere, everywhere, all at once. She can sing everywhere, and but Broadway is a place where she just it feels like home for her voice. Like it feels like that's where she should be, and then everywhere else she sings is gravy. Like, but home is where her heart, that voice is. And when she sang somewhere, I was just in awe. I was just in awe when she, cause like not everybody could sing that song. That's a hard song to sing because it jumps so much and you have to belt so much, and it's you go from there's a place for us to somewhere. Like that's a huge range that you have to do, and you have to have the vocal skills and talent. And whoa, I cried when she sang this song. I literally was in tears. I was like, she just hit me in my heart, and I love this song. This was one of those songs I was like, she the best of the night. I don't care who sing whatever else. This was it was just it was just so good. It was so good.
Um, we'll see if she was the best of the night for you, Lana. But um, We
well, go ahead.
we do have our top four that we're getting to. We haven't seen anybody's number one yet, but I will tell you this: each of us had a different number one.
Mm,
So each of us have
Oh
one of
wow.
the top four as our number one. So let's go ahead and find out who had the lowest of the number ones. It's me.
mm,
This was number one for me for the season. What Are You Doing the Rest of Your Life by Fantasia Barrino. This was number 10 for Lana
mm.
and number 17 for Eduardo. For me, this is a performance that will make me cry.
Mm-hmm.
I've watched this so many times, and I just feel every bit of raw emotion from Fantasia when she sings this. Even watching the intro, like her intro, she talks about how she's dedicating it to her daughter. And I can tell, like, she really meant every word as she was singing the song. It's just incredible. Like this is one that I get full body chills every time I watch this performance. And there's a part where she jumps up an octave near the end, and you can just hear it echo throughout that entire stadium. Uh, Paula cried when she did this performance on the show, and I was right there with her. I was hoping that you all would connect with it a little bit more than you did. I know you both like it, but yeah, for me, this is just an all time. Like this is easily in my top 10 performances throughout American Idol history.
This song made me cry too. Like when she sang this song, it made me cry. It hit me in my heart when because I know because of her dedication to her daughter, and her daughter means the world to her. And at the time, she was probably too young to even know what this means. But as a parent, like how much you're going to love and cherish and adore that child. And she just sang with so much conviction and so much meaning and so much heart. It was beautiful. It was, and y'all, I'm not, y'all, I said it before, I say it again. Big Band was just a week for me. That she took, this ain't a Big Band song, and she took it, and I just love it. I just love it. And that's why it was my top 10. It's like, it's in my top 10, but I know it's in my top 10 of like all time favorite performances as well because I really did love this song. I really did love this song.
Yeah. Yeah, I think my ranking doesn't speak to how much I respect Fantasia for picking the song because Lord knows if I attempted to sing a song this emotional, I would not be able to get through it. I would start sobbing in the middle of the stage and I would not be able to continue on. And yeah, you can tell, you can feel the love for her daughter coming out of her heart and her soul. You can tell that she, like you said, Lana, she means every word that she's saying, and she, like, seeing that on stage is something unique, something that like is hard to see. Like you don't get to see someone pull their heart out of their chest and show it to you. And so the fact that Fantasia was able to do that and do that in such a powerful way, it's just amazing. Um, yeah, I respect the song so much. I love the song so much. I love how Fantasia did it. It just, I think the added context just makes it better.
Hmm. Absolutely. Well, we are about to get to somebody else's number one performance of the season. It is Circle of Life from Jennifer Hudson. So, yes, this is Eduardo's number one performance of the season. Lana, it is your number three, and it was number six for me.
Yeah. I mean, what can I say? This is the moment that it clicked for Jennifer. This is the moment that every piece of the puzzle fell into place and Jennifer got it. Uh, as I said, I was nervous when I was watching the season because I was like, I'm not living for Jennifer. I think she's okay. And here's when I saw it. I saw I felt like Raven Simone. I saw into the future, and I was like, "This is how you got here. This is how I can see how you got here. I can see how you become such a star. I can see why you're an EGOT winner. Like this is where you showed me I am a star, and there is nothing you can say about it. I deserve to be here. I got it. I'm staying in this competition. I don't care what you think about me. I'm going to do everything in my power to stay here." And everything was just perfect. The runs were perfect. The vocals were perfect. There was not a single thing out of place, out of note. She looked beautiful doing it. She was just commanded the stage, and she didn't even move a muscle. She just standed still on one damn spot on that stage, and she just knew what she was doing, and she like held on to our attentions for those couple of minutes and did it in such a beautiful way. It also helps that this is like an Elton John song that I listen to quite a bit, that I like a lot, that it's in like a lot I hear constantly, and so that helps it also quite a bit. So Jennifer, fucking amazing job. You did incredible here.
This was Jennifer's breakthrough moment. This is that moment that I was like, yeah, for me, it's clicking. It makes sense to me why. I mean, I knew why she was there. We knew her why she was there. Her voice was the reason she was there. But this is when she got it. This is where she was like, all this critique that I'm getting, all this feedback that I'm getting, it worked. It came into play. She just knew. It was just a moment. I was like, okay, period. I love it. I love it. This was such a great song for her to sing. This was a popular Elton John song that everybody knew. Everybody, was very much aware of this song, and so it was like, okay, you get a popular song, so let's go get people to vote for you. You get a great sound. She sang it beautifully, and it was just everything. It was just like, here's that last piece of the puzzle, and you can't find it. You can't find it, and you look up. Oh, it's over here on the floor in the corner. I dropped it on or something, and I picked it up, and finally the picture is complete. She just became a complete American Idol in that moment for me. Everything was finally. It was so well balanced, and this was the moment, and it was a really, really good moment for her. So I loved it.
You're muted, my guy.
Yeah, I absolutely love this too. By when she did sing this on the show, this was my number one at the time. It got surpassed by a few performances afterwards. But and also this is like 89% what not to sing score, which is one of the highest scores. I think it might be second or third highest of the season. So yeah, this is a performance that has just become synonymous with Jennifer Hudson. She'll always be remembered for doing this. This was a game changer, honestly. I loved everything she was doing. I don't think she had even close to a bad performance personally, but this was when she took it next level. So yeah, I'm so happy this is really high on the list. I'm glad you love this, Eduardo, because you were saying she was just fine, but this is more than just fine, and we all know that. Let's move on to our number two. And guess what? This is Lana's number one performance of the season. That means none of our number one performances of the season are the number one overall performance, which is kind of wild. This was number four for me. It was also number four for Eduardo.
This between her and Latoya, I have never given 100 as a score. The first two seasons, I never gave anybody a perfect score. Summertime and Somewhere got perfect scores for me, and because these are two of my favorite performances of all American Idol time, and I just this was this moment for her was something magical, something. I don't know what she did or what, but Summertime is one of them songs I'm going to put in my I'm a I'm gonna put in my just like, ooh, it's so good. I don't even know the words. I just love it
Hmm.
so much. She sang it with so much conviction and heart and soul, and and then just to perform her sitting on that stage in that beautiful dress, just she just it it was a moment to remember, and I will never forget that. It's still one of my favorite performances on American Idol, and I don't see that changing ever,
Hmm.
ever.
Yeah, I mean, many people still to this day consider this the best performance ever on American Idol. This was a game changer. Like you could tell, Simon was so impacted by this, and he really saw her as a superstar after this performance, if he didn't already. 94 on What Not to Sing. That's the highest score of the season. It's one of the all time highest scores as well. I think it's still top five all time. Um, but yeah, this was incredible. I think there's something about performances where somebody's laying or like kind of sitting, laying on the floor. There's a few that you will see over the years, and something about them. They're like almost always really, really good. But yeah, this is incredible. And what's crazy is I think she even did better in the finale. I think she upped her game. Somehow she took what was already perfect.
Perfect, and made it perfecter.
Right, exactly. How do you do that?
How
So,
do you do it?
and I thought this would be number one overall. So
I did too.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess not. I agree with you, David. I was about to say, yeah, the version that we got at the top eight was great. The finale though was like it felt like a full circle moment. It truly felt like this is when I show you how much I've grown from the beginning of this competition all the way to now. Just y- beautiful, absolutely gobsmackingly beautiful. Fantasia, yet again, she's magic. She has a power in her soul, in her heart, that just allows her to get a microphone and just hypnotize the audience with just any song that she's able to do, and just it was so beautiful. I really don't know what much else I can say. Like it's just gobsmackingly beautiful. It just takes my breath away. I kept going back to I re-listened to it like a couple of times because I was just like, oh, this is it. This is like Fantasia is Fantasia-ing right now. I love it. So yeah, I had such a good time watching Fantasia do this. She's incredible. I absolutely love her. And yeah, yet again, summertime now belongs to Fantasia. Nothing you can do about it, Mr. George. It belongs to Fantasia now. I'm sorry.
I mean, this is what you wanted. I wish Diana wouldn't have sang the song she sang last week, the week before the finale, into the finale, because it didn't give us a chance to miss it
Mhm.
and want to hear it again. Fantasia went back and waited and had this song, and we had a chance to miss her performance because she had several performances in between, and then we'll come back and realize, oh yeah, this is why it was good. And like you said, she even made it even better than before. And I'm like, she really didn't change a lot, but she changed it just enough to make us go, oh, even better than before.
Mhm.
And I wish Diana would have done it. But she didn't have the difference between Diana and Fantasia in the finale. She didn't have that song, that go-to song that she could reach back in, and that we were like, oh, that was good. And I'm glad you brought it back to our remembrance, because her breakout moment was the week before when Clive gave her that song. So it just was off balance, but I just think this was such a good song, and for her
Mhm.
to make it a perfect song, even I would have gave her a 101 if I
Yeah.
could, but like it's just good.
Mhm. Yeah, but this is the first time that our number one overall was not number one on anybody's list. I'm sure you all have figured out what it is, but let's
Mhm.
go ahead and get to it. So, our number one overall is, I believe, the finale song that Fantasia Barrino did. So this was number 2 for me. It was also number 2 for Eduardo. And Lana, it was number 4 for you. So we all love this one.
Yeah.
I'm
um,
shocked you like it, David. Mister, I
I
don't like the end songs.
but I've always said, yeah, like I'm not big on the cheesy coronation songs. This is the exception. This is by far my favorite coronation song of any
Hmm.
season. It doesn't get better than this. I had completely forgotten that Tamira Gray wrote
Wow,
this
me
too.
too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Great job. I'm sure
Okay.
I hope she's raking in money from this because I don't think she got much money from her solo career, unfortunately. But yeah, this is an incredible song. You will see it again. Other people do this in future seasons. They're covering Fantasia Barrino when they do, I believe. At least 3 or 4 people do it in future seasons. There's just something about this that was absolutely perfect for her. It's another one that just shows the church side. Um, it just feels like something that is a gospel song, even if it really isn't. She made it one. The choir was perfect. The way that she ups it at the end and does all of her ad libs, like those are ad libs that I will never forget. I can hear this performance and just sing along every little ad lib she does. Not to mention when she was crowned and just the emotional moment that we got from her singing this. It's just so good. Like it really, it was the perfect end chapter for this season. Like nothing could have beat this moment.
Yeah. This was unfair. This was unfair. Like my girl Diana had no shot at winning this finale with this being the original song. This was written by Tamara Gray, which is like way closer to Fantasia than Diana when it comes to style. Then Fantasia already sings chorus in her church, and this is basically a gospel song. And then Fantasia is just a better singer overall, so there was no way that Diana was coming out of this alive. Uh,
Can I say something about Diana before you continue? What's interesting is I've heard Diana talk about this after the show, but
mhm,
in the actual like finale part the next day, so they have I Believe, which is the winner single, and then Dreams is kind of like the B side winner single. Um, and they told them the day of the finale, they're like, okay, Diana, you're going to sing I Believe in the finale. Fantasia, you're going to sing Dreams. And Diana was like, oh, okay, so if I'm singing I Believe now, then I'm definitely not singing it again later after getting crowned. So yeah, Fantasia won. So they basically spoiled it by letting Fantasia do Dreams earlier.
yeah, yeah. It was obvious. It was obvious, but yeah, Fantasia just it was just in her element. It was everything that you want Fantasia to do and everything that Fantasia is all about. Like it just was magic on stage. It was beautiful. The vocals were there. The range was there. Just as I keep saying, and I think I'm beating a dead horse here, but the pitch and the tone that she has is so unique to her, and so just I just love every single note that comes out of that mouth, and she's just insane at just being a singer. She's incredible. I was also nervous when I saw original song, and when Diana sang it first, I was like, oh, another middle of the road coronation song. David's gonna have thoughts on this. But then I thought about it for like 3 more seconds, and I was like, oh wait, Fantasia just won. Okay, never mind. We got this in the bag. I have nothing to worry about. So yeah, was just kind of unfair for Diana, but Fantasia did an incredible job for a song that was kind of already written for her.
So I am one to, unlike David, I like the coordination songs mostly for season 1 and for season 2. Like, yeah, they were. at the time they were in pretty heavy rotation in my house for me. I was like, I still enjoy Kelly's A Moment Like This. I think A Moment Like This was my favorite up until I Believe. And then it was Moment Like This and then Flying Without Wings. I enjoyed that too. I Believe, when sang by Diana DeGarmo, I was like, okay. But I can see the vision. I'm like, it's not a bad song. It's just not in her wheelhouse. It's not in her wheelhouse. And I was like, maybe when Fantasia sang Dreams, I was like, maybe Dreams is more in her wheelhouse. So, maybe, maybe. But I heard when Fantasia sang this song, and after hearing Diana sing it, I was like, oh, oh, this just took it to a whole nother level. This just took it from being a okay song to a incredible song. Like this is my favorite coronation to this date. To date, like everybody had some. We had some good coronation songs. This is my favorite because it's just like it's just good. It's just good, and I think it has a lot to do with Fantasia than it has to do with the actual song. Because, like you said, David, when she got to that end and started doing her ad libs, it just did something to my soul. Like you knew in the beginning when she was doing the verses, and it's like, okay, ooh, this is so inspirational. This is nice. This is nice. But then when the choir started, and she felt like, yeah, I'm comfortable in this spot here. I know y'all sing, I'm gonna do me, and she did Fantasia, and she took a song that was written for somebody else or written by somebody else and she said, I'm gonna take it over from here. I got this. And she made it Fantasia's. Diana never made it Diana. She just sang a song written by Tamaya Gray. She just sang a song. Fantasia sang the song and made it her own. And it was just beautiful. She just was like, it went from here to here in 1 second. Like she flipped that switch and it was when she got to the higher, 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 higher. It's just it was just it was so good. It was so good. I was like in this moment, can't nobody beat her. It didn't matter in that whole competition. Nobody could have beat her in that moment. Jennifer Hudson couldn't have beat her in that moment. Latoya London couldn't have beat her in that moment. As
I
good
want to
as
hear
they
them both sing this
I would
song
have
though
loved to
now.
hear him sing it. I would have loved to hear him try because we just got robbed out of a great finale with these girls in this because that would have been an amazing finale to hear Latoya singing I Believe, to hear Jennifer singing I Believe and see who and but in this moment where we had it where it sat, nobody could have beat Fantasia in this moment. She believed for real. She truly took the words of this song and embodied it. It was such a perfect song for her and it was beautiful. I loved it when she sang it on the finale night, and I loved it when she sang it on the day of the competition, and then on finale night, I loved it when she her crowning moment. It was just, I could, I just got transported into that moment again when I watched it. I was like, ugh. And I usually don't watch when we do this. I don't watch the finale episodes to because it's like it's a bunch of fluff. It's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff I don't need to hear. I went and watched the finale episode because for this season I was like I'm gonna watch it because I remember everything when they were in that yellow and white and they were singing this song and then the three girls got to come out and sing their part for the whole musical thing. I hate that Camille messed it up with her off singing, but and her microphone happened to be the loudest. But it was a
Not
good
as
moment.
bad as a guy from the Miami Sound Machine.
Oh my God, no. God,
Oh,
no.
Lord.
Good Lord, no. That was bad. That was bad. But yeah, everything was perfect. I'm glad. I'm actually really happy that this is the overall number one song, and none of us had it in our number
Yeah.
one spot. It's just fantastic.
Yeah, I'll tell you a fun fact. So during the summer, it was right after college for me, my freshman year, and I was on tour with a musical group from my college, and I was working the soundboard for them. But we had a tour stop in Orlando, so we went to Disney World. But it was the day of the finale, that we were at Disney World, and we had like a hotel, like a Disney hotel, but
Hmm.
I was like, sorry guys, I have to leave early. I left the whole group early and went back to the hotel because I needed to watch this finale live. I skipped Disney to watch Fantasia and get crowned,
That's wild.
and I have no
As you should.
regrets. I have no
You have
regrets.
no regrets. I wouldn't either. I would have
Yeah.
no regrets. Like I'll spend my day enjoying Disney and my nights watching Fantasia win her crown.
Mhm.
Period.
Yeah. I do want to quickly tell you the three highest scoring What Not to Sing performances that didn't make our list.
Oh.
So tied for number 9 was Ain't Nobody by Latoya London.
Hmm.
Which, man, after that performance, Simon was comparing everybody like, oh yeah, that was nothing like that the first girl that we had. So I felt bad for everybody that episode. Number 7, oh, that made none of our list. Number 7 did make Eduardo's list. It was Inseparable by Jasmine Trias, which,
Hmm.
yeah, definitely one of her better performances. I wouldn't put it top 10.
Yeah, I
I
think I overshot it a little bit. I'm not going to lie.
That's fair. It happens. Number 4, this one might surprise you. It was on my list. It was like 21 for me. Sin Wagon by Amy Adams, her
Oh,
country
yes.
song, which I knew she would be good at country. So when she nailed that song, it was like, yep, tracks.
She did really. She did good on that song. It
Mhm.
wasn't. It
Yeah,
was good. It
I
was
liked it. I
serviceable.
think it was her better performance, her
Hmm.
best performance. So I will give her that for sure.
Yeah. Well, let's get to some of our rankings. So we have our finalist rankings. We are going to start with my rankings of the top 12 for this season. I'll go pretty quick since we've talked for quite a while already. This is the first time ever that I have had Fantasia over Jennifer Hudson in my rankings. I've always said Jennifer Hudson is my favorite American Idol contestant ever. Fantasia is my favorite winner ever. But after this rewatch, I just couldn't not put Fantasia at number 1. She just dominated this season. So she's my top. Still love Jennifer so much. Her voice just speaks to me. Perfect tone. And I love her as a human. Number 3 for me is George. Another one. I really love his tone. I love those runs. I think he's such a sweet guy. I would love to be friends with him. Latoya is number 4 for me. She might be a little bit lower than you all have her. But I think for me, what kind of puts her a little bit lower than the others is I think the other 3 like have really distinct voices for me. She has a very distinct voice, but not as much as the others, but she's an amazing vocalist for sure. There's a pretty big gap between them and everybody else. Diana's number 5. I think she was solid throughout the season. She didn't have a lot of high highs for me, but she had a few. So that was enough to put her at number 5. Number 6, Amy was the one that I felt improved the most from my original viewing till now. I thought she was actually really, really good. She had the one kind of wonky ending for Dancing in the Street, but other than that, she was very, very solid and reliable. Number 7 is Leah. She always used to be my number 5 on the list, but really like after Hollywood Week, I don't think that she had the smoothest ride with the live shows, but I still just love her tone. Um, and I love her as a person too. Camille is another one. I really love the tone of her voice. I used to actually go watch Leah and Camille. They would do like YouTube covers uh, constantly, and both of them were just nailing the covers. Even though Camille wasn't always the best on the show, I think it was nerves. Jasmine was number 9 for me. I considered giving her my Carmen Rasmussen Overstayed Their Welcome award because she
Been in
definitely
there.
stayed a lot longer than I would have had her.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to give it to her. She's the runner up for that award. Um, she was okay. I think she just never. I don't think she had the power to like. I don't know if you all noticed this, but most of her songs she started off well, and then she just lost steam by the end, and it just felt like her voice was going to crack any second. Number 10, John Peter Lewis. He was fun. I think he has a nice tone as well. Actually, his first single that he recorded, I thought he sounded great on the recording. I just wish he sounded that good live. But when you're dancing around half of the time, it's not easy to sound great. Number 11, Matt Rogers. he was the biggest nothing for me. Like, I don't even know why he moved on when Lisa could have moved on from that group. And then number 12 for me, John Stevens. He used to be the bane of my existence, but that was because I blamed him for Jennifer leaving at number 7. I think he has some of the worst performances ever in American Idol history. Crocodile Rock might be my least favorite in American Idol. Music of the Heart, My Girl. Like, he had some really bad ones. He really needs to stick with his lane. Yeah, didn't like him. I'll show you my overall top 10 and how it has adjusted.
Ooh.
Yeah, I told you I added something new. I added
Yeah, there you
pictures.
go.
Yeah, these are some more modern pictures of the contestants too, so you can see how they've aged over the years. But yeah, leaving my list, I know you all are going to be mad at this one, but the person who's now number 11 is Ruben Studdard. And then Justin Guarini left the list, Kimberly Caldwell left the list, and Corey Clark. I said 4 people would leave the list. I was right. So yeah, Fantasia is my new number 1. Good luck anybody replacing her at number 1. I don't know if it's going to happen. Number 2 is Jennifer Hudson. I expected her to be number 1, but she's right up there. Still obsessed with Kimberly Locke's voice. Love her. She's number 3. Kelly Clarkson's right there at number 4. George, he's my man. He's my favorite guy so far. He's number 5. Tamira's number 6. Latoya's at number 7. Really love her too. I think there's kind of a gap between 7 and 8 for me. So I wouldn't be surprised if we lose a few of these people here at the bottom. But number 8 is Clay Aiken for me. Number 9, still holding on because I love that tone, RJ Helton. And rounding out the top 10 is Trinice. So let's move on to Eduardo's top 12.
Yeah. Okay, I'll also run through this as fast as I can. Okay, Fantasia. She's Fantasia. What else can I say? Incredible singer, incredible performer, absolutely iconic. Number 2, Latoya. This is, by the way, this is all based on the scores that I gave out, so that's why. Latoya is just consistent. I love musical theater, so that makes sense why I love Latoya. She, like you said, David, Broadway voice, so that's why she's here. Number 3, Jennifer Hudson. For a while, she was just fine. I still liked her, but I was not amazed. Maybe it was because David had told me Jennifer Hudson is my favorite American Idol contestant ever, so I had high expectations. For a while, I was like, and then Circle of Life happened, and I was like, okay, she's iconic. I love her. You're right. Number 4, George Huff. As I said, my list does not reflect how much I love George Huff. He's incredible singer, incredible performer. Like you said, David, he just looks like a nice guy that you just want to hang out with. Like, I want to go on a trip with George. He seems like a genuine nice guy. Number 5, Diana DeGarmo. I agree with you, David. There's a gap between 4 and like everyone else. Diana was fine. She did pretty all right. I guess consistency gets you number 5 on the rankings. But I guess inconsistency in having one good performance and everything just gets you number 6, because that's why Jasmine is here. Is she too high? Maybe. But I guess she's here. Amy Adams, number 7. I think she would be higher had she stayed a little bit longer. I think the only real standout for her was Sin Wagon, but that was a very good song, so and right up her alley. So I give her props for that. Yeah, just another one of 3 colorful haired ladies that we've had on this season. So they're starting to blend in together, unfortunately. But Amy did all right. Camille, number 8. She's Camille, beautiful gowns. Anyways, Leah. Unfortunately, Leah's here just because she had one bad performance, and other than that, she would have been higher. So that really tanked her average, unfortunately. But Leah was an incredible artist. Her on the semifinals was incredible. So huge props to Leah. She was amazing. Matthew Rogers, number 10, beautiful gowns. Anyways, 11th, John Peters. Uh, you know, not for me. I don't love him. He's not my favorite, and that's okay. And 12, I have beef with this 17-year-old. This is I will give my Carmen Rasmussen overstayed your welcome award to John
I
Stevens.
forget to mention it, but he's mine too.
Yeah. Uh, just not for me. If you're going to be on stage, you should at least show some sort of emotion. There's no sparkle behind your eye. Where is your soul? You look so depressed for a boy so young. Um, yeah, unfortunately, that's it. But yeah, top four icons. Everyone else, eh.
Okay, your overall list, I'm going to say who left it, but leaving your list is Christina Christian, Joshua Grayson, Justin Guarini, and Kimberly Caldwell.
Yeah, unfortunately. But as I said, I also said four would leave my list, and four did leave my list. So yeah, Kelly Clarkson still number one. I think she will stay there for a while. I am a stan, and I think that will never go away. But Fantasia's number two. I think she did an incredible job here. Obviously, River number three. I just love this guy. He's such a fun guy. Uh, Number four, Latoya. She deserves it. She did an incredible job. And Broadway, musical theater person. So of course she's here. Tamara Gray still holding on to number five. Still here, still kicking, and she will stay here for a while probably. Kimberly Locke, number six. I was shocked that actually she went that low, but honestly, I still like her. I still think she's iconic. Uh, Number seven, Jennifer Hudson. She's iconic. I love her. I'm shocked that she's not higher, honestly, but you know what? That's fine. Then Gap. Gap, Clay Aiken, number eight. Pretty cool dude. Like him. Haven't heard much from him. After like in modern time era, so maybe that's why I'm not as like as excited about him. The number nine, George, really nice guy, really cool guy. I just like everyone better. And 10 trainees still holding on, barely, but she's still here.
Okay, well, let's move on to Lana's rankings.
Same as everybody else. Fantasia, she was the queen of the season. It was what it was. For me, Latoya was right there with her along the way. George came in and interrupted the divas, but he is my number three. But Jennifer Hudson was my number four. I thought Leah LaBelle did so much better than what we're giving her credit for, and so she is my number five. I think she should have been there much longer, and
Mhm.
so she is my number five. Amy did fine. She wasn't anything. I think she left when she needed to leave, but she was fine. Is my number six. Seven is Diane. What is that? Diana? Yeah, Diana DeGarmo. Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of hers. Her voice. I think she had one or two good performances this entire season, so she wasn't doing it for me. Eight for me was John Stevens. I did not have the beef that y'all apparently had with John Stevens, and so I thought when he was in his right lane, he did good in his lane. When they did when he Big Bang, it was Big Bang when he was there.
He
Yeah,
was he was eliminated the week before Big Band, but
the
he
week.
did sing. Um, I don't remember what song, but he sang when they fit Big Band.
Yeah. When he was on, and he was really good. I think he has a niche genre where he is uh
King of
his
the
voice.
Roads, one you
Yeah,
like.
King of the Roads, exact. Yeah, that's the song. And I think he has a voice that's good for that style, Frank Sinatra, Rat Pack kind of style, and he does that well. He can't sing everything, and but for me, he did well enough. Jasmine Trias, bless her heart. Bless her heart. I agree with you, David. She starts out good and she loses stamina along the way. Like she didn't have the stamina to complete,
She
which
don't have
is
the breath support.
right, but which is crazy because have short song. They have to shorten the song. Like you got a minute and a half to sing a song, and if you can't sing a minute and a half worth of song, how you gonna sing a full 3 minute, 4 minute song? And it's just, yeah. She didn't make me comfortable with her on stage. John made me a little bit more comfortable than she made me feel comfortable. I'm like, oh, I don't. Um, Number 10 was John Peter Lewis. He was alright. He didn't do anything too egregious. He was just alright for me. Matt Rogers, God help. I don't even know why he was even in that top 12. Like, God help us all, but sure he was there. And my winner for staying too long is Camille. Because baby, I can't relax when you on this stage. You was too nervous for your own good, and you made me nervous. Every song you was singing was a shaky, shaky, shaky. And I don't want to be watching nobody shaking the whole time doing a performance, and then that weird dancing you was doing because you was so nervous, you was doing weird move. Baby, no, I couldn't, I can't. And yeah, you get the award for too long. And now I would give it. Look, I would actually share that title with Jasmine Trias.
Not the
Uh,
Hawaiians.
the Hawaiians, y'all got. Ooh, y'all should be so upset with y'all representation. I know y'all got more talented people than that. That represent Hawaii because they didn't do y'all justice. But
You'll
yeah,
see better representation way down the line.
yes, down the line. I do remember. Yes, I do remember. But yeah, Jasmine and Camille both get the. They were a tie for they stayed too long for me.
Okay. And your top 10 overall, leaving the list, was Justin Guarini. He's the only person that left all of our list.
As you should.
Yes. RJ Helton, Trinice, and Vanessa Olivares.
Yeah, well, I knew Vanessa wasn't gonna stay
Yeah.
there. She wasn't staying. And Trinice for me, she wasn't staying because she did well enough. But good for you. Fantasia is my number one, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. I don't see that changing anytime soon. I'm thinking of the next few winners. I don't see that changing for a while, but she is my all time favorite. Ruben is there. Ruben is there. He is gonna always be there for me. He is one of my favorite and my hometown boy. So I'm a I'm gonna stick beside him. I don't care if nobody else stick beside him. I'm gonna stick beside him. Kelly Clarkson, the ultimate American Idol. Like she is. I don't see this three changing for a minute. I'm not sure about the rest. Number four is
Latoya.
Latoya. I love her. I just love her. I do love her. Number five is Clay. Six is Kimberly Locke. Seven, and next is seven is George Huff. I think this is, unfortunately, I feel like my bottom is going to change. Maybe I might lose one or two in the next one, but eight is Jennifer Hudson. Um, because it's Jennifer Hudson. Like, hello. Uh, Tamira Gray at 9 and Ricky at 10.
We did it.
You did it.
So I do want to tease up.
No, debe ser tu
I
padre.
want to tease up a little bit of what to expect with season 4. You're going to be very happy to hear this. We are moving to HD. Video quality is going to be much better for
Not
season 4.
140p.
Yeah, right. Also, we're going to get a new format for the semifinals, which is my favorite format. I'll give you this much of a tease, but you'll get to hear a little bit more of most of the semifinalists than we are used to. So they keep this format for quite a few seasons. They switch on and off with other formats, but it's going to be good. Also, we're getting focus on new genres of performers. Like we're going to see a little bit of other styles that we're not used to seeing on the show so far. And we're going to get a lot of focus on their backstories. You're going to see like packages, getting to know them a little bit more, which I think is great because it helps to connect with backstory. So it's a good season. So I'm excited to get to it.
I'm excited as well.
I'm excited as well. And that's because I don't know when. Look, we don't know when we gonna get through because all we got to all get through season 4 and watch it. So I'm not gonna make. We're not making no promises of when that's gonna happen because But when it does, you will know because it'll be in the schedule and it'll come out. But that's gonna do it for us. And we literally kept it right at 3 hours long. That's kind of good for us. So I'm enjoying this a little bit. Sometimes I'm like, oh, do we have to do this again? But I'm like, but when I start watching it, I'm like, oh, okay, I do enjoy this. So I have to be motivated. So one day, every time again, I'm gonna get motivated, watch it, and then we'll get back to it. But thank y'all so much for sticking around and watching with us. We truly truly appreciate it. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already, because we are trying to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And so we are beyond halfway through the year, and we're beyond halfway through the subscribers list. So thank y'all so much for subscribing. And follow us on this channel and all of our other channels. All the links will be in the description below, as well as our audio podcast links, our Patreon, all of our socials at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, and our new Instagram for The Cup TV exclusively at thecup.tv, where you will always get your schedule so you know when everything is coming out, when we're going live, all of those things. And yeah, we gotta have some fun facts and things over there. So join us. Please subscribe to that channel and us as well if you wanna. That'll be great. Don't forget to get your merch at lanagscreations.etsy.com. And yeah, y'all, we appreciate you, and we'll see y'all the next time we decide to get back here for season 4. So until then, keep singing and cheers, y'all. Bye.
Cheers.